more in depth about what it was. But where we ended up leaving off last time, you, the Crimson Tide, left the capital city of Pine Hall in the Remont Empire by ship. You found yourself sailing the Sapphire Seas on the way to collect an informant from the Dokae Kingdom. On your way to the Dokae Kingdom, you stopped off at the Serenity Isle, where they met a local crackpot named Dunstan.
Pretty good.
A devout worshiper of the god of the island named Stratos. Guiding you as fresh faces across the town to a rickety and makeshift bar, he earned himself a free drink, given that you were new, and it's free drinks for new people. While the bartender left to get more helpful support for your questions, you ended up interrogating Dunstan for a little bit, getting some info, but not the best info, because he was way too attached to his alcohol. With Dunstan just kind of talking about Stratos, the god of the island that lived in the bay, and the eventual arrival of Lysara Highwind, the de facto leader of this small island village, you ended up learning more about the island and its history. Titus, Serenity's father, posing as a slaver, bought slaves in the Lebet Empire and Serac Wastes before freeing them and taking them here. As this village grew, their cycle of Titus efforts was disrupted when Stratos arrived, a being of storm and water that demanded peace across the island. With Titus confronting Stratos in the bay, his ship was never found again. The party knew what you needed to do. You all ended up knowing what you needed to do. By going and trying to speak with Stratos more directly, in an effort to end up discovering what had actually happened, given that it was just he went out there and disappeared. You took it upon yourselves to rescue Kendrick Highwind, Lysara's husband, and former bosun of Captain Titus's ship, who is now serving as the leader of the village. Kendrick had been captured by Stratosian cultists that demanded loyalty and unity with the island as per their god's will. Using the leader as leverage to force the village to comply, initially a parley with these cultists was driven by you showing your strength. You chose this path forward and earned freedom for Kendrick by showing your amounts of strength and learning a little bit internally for some of you, as well as gaining an amulet that would grant you an audience with Stratos beneath the waves in the bay. With a small advance team consisting of Lemba as a dolphin, Zill with the talisman, Serenity, and Sudi with a potion of water breathing, you descended into the depths of the bay, finding yourselves in the grotto of Stratos, now revealed to be a storm giant quintessent, that had a job for you. Slay this ancient sea dragon, Quilash, that resides in the barnacles nearby. You returned with this information and learned in the process that Titus remains locked within a ship-in-a-bottle prison within Stratos Grotto. Judith has a god-tier gemstone of Arcadia that belongs to this beholder at this point, deep beneath the earth in the Underdark. It's one of the other tidbits of information that you learned.
I'm sorry, can you say that name? She has a gemstone teardrop.
A god-tier gemstone of Arcadia.
Or like how it sounds.
Arcadia.
Okay.
Yep. That is currently locked beneath this mortal surface, I guess would be the best way to say it, in the Underdark within the layer of a beholder. You are also given the option, once this task is done, to slay Quilash, that you can collect one object from the grotto when this is done. You can pick one thing. Depending on what you choose, you can make things very easy for Serenity or very not easy for Serenity.
I think we're doing the easy thing.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't think anyone like that big a jerk anymore.
I like this sword over here. No. Reboarding your ship, you were clear to leave. And X rejoined you after trying to spend some time with Lysara to no avail. You found your way forward onto the Dokae Kingdom, where you posed as a winery family called the Tipsy Tropics Vineyards to ensure that you could get past the docks without suspicion. Disguised via Serenity's seeming spell as humans, the group made your way to the Broken Stag, where the informant was being held. With some difficulty and much banging of frying pans on the informant's head to knock him out, you promptly stuffed his unconscious body into a barrel and made your merry way back to the docks.
Yeah. Briskly walked.
On your way towards the ship, you were stopped, and with your merchandise to be inspected to ensure no foul play, one guard stabbed through the barrel, revealing a bloodied blade, which a clever use of Serenity's prestidigitation spell The guard was tricked into believing the blood was some sort of thick wine, and were permitted to pass on to port unmolested by government officials there.
Unmolested.
Yes.
I didn't like that.
Well, it's the Dokae
I don't want to
Kingdom.
be molested. Anyway.
Notably, one of the things that I should highlight, especially since you weren't here for last time, you were noticed by two men in the process that spoke with the guards on the way out. They had a harpy eagle on their arm that they sent off, and they just kind of followed you. They had beat up leathers and kind of almost mercenary, but not quite mercenary style demeanor. They had almost like a mercenary type uniform.
Hold. Did I hear that right? They had like an actual bird,
Yes.
and that when we left, they hit the bird after us.
Oh no, they saw you, sent the bird off, and then came to talk to you, because they're not going to come up to you
Oh, okay.
with this big, like the harpy eagle is like the biggest eagle in the world.
So I'm
Demanding, they're like, can
I
we
just want to make sure that bird isn't following me.
So they saw you and just casually followed you without the eagle on their arm. The guard stopped you, and then they talked to the guard, and the guard was like, "Cool, you're good to go." So you don't know what that is.
Good, great.
Oh boy.
Love that for us.
Once on board and away from the port, you revealed the identity of this mysterious figure as Asbjorn, the former comedy and romantic partner of Zill from their time at the Sandscape Repository.
Ayo.
So, with Asbjorn bound, bleeding, and sitting in a chair within the captain's quarters before you, what would you like to do?
Can you spell that real quick for me?
Asbjorn? A-S-B-J-O-R.
Hold on, ASB.
J-O-R-N.
There you
I
go.
am not a good typer. I can read real well, but not that. Okay. Zill's fuckboy.
Why is that the first thing that goes to you?
Fuckboy with an I.
No!
F-A-Q-B-O-I.
Yes, that's how I'm spelling this after my notes.
You.
Beck Day X. Cool.
So what are you going to do? He's currently tied, beaten, and bruised, and dirty, and bleeding in this chair as you pull a burlap bag off.
We're still helping him out. We got no clue who this guy is.
Yeah. Is your reaction?
Uh,
Do your reaction, please. Then?
Yeah, I have been racking my brain around how to go about this.
I'm so ready. Let's hear it.
So, well, you guys are slowly bringing him in. I-
here.
I turn around, and I see him, and
He is unconscious for the moment.
oh, as long as I thought he was conscious.
He,
Dude, just stabbed me with a frying
if you
pan.
beat him,
Yeah, he was hit with a frying pan and
Twice.
then twice.
No, I'm sure we said we healed him.
Yeah.
killed him, but he's conscious.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I kind of need him to be conscious.
Okay, what do you want to do to wake him up?
I'm gonna make. What do I have?
I really thought he was conscious because that whole thing relied on him being conscious.
You can gently wake him up, or you can just.
Okay, I go over
Wait, you're
I lift up his head because I assume his head's sort of drooping. I just like get together. I look. I know it's him.
Yep.
I know it's my ex.
His eyes are kind of rolling as he begins to come to consciousness, but he's still kind of out.
I shake his head. I'm just like, hey, buddy, wake up! I got a surprise for you.
Oh. The fuck?
I hold his head and not non-lethally, like still enough to keep him like awake. I give him a good punch in the face, and I'd say, so. I'm over.
Not even healed.
I'll say it in a minute. Just like, I don't you want
I
to know.
leaning against the rail, watching him punch him and going, I like this, buddy.
Rachel, hurry up!
This just got interesting.
So
Got interesting.
you pick him up by the hair,
Yep.
and his eyes are sort of slowly coming into focus as you're like, hey buddy.
Just like, hey buddy, wake up. And, are you ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure she's ready.
I'm ready.
Just like, I punch him in the face,
He takes it.
just like, you stupid asshole. And then, I kiss him.
He takes the punch, and he's got like a split lip. You kiss him, and he's head trauma. Like,
Not even
he is struggling to focus in.
Give me a minute, I'll go thing.
Yeah.
It's like, so I kiss him, and I bring my head back, and I say, just like, so glad you're not dead, but you have a lot of fucking talking to do, Asa.
Maybe
Yes, I did. And I cast Cure Wounds. I'm assuming we're going to get a long rest, so I'm going to do Cure Wounds at my highest level. And he heals for 34 points of hit points.
Okay, there you go. You see his lip that is slowly starting to drip blood from where you split it. Just goes, and it's back and closed. And his eyes clarify. And you can almost see the dent in his head go back out
Oh,
Perfect.
God.
from where you hit him.
Yeah, I hit him really good.
You hit him twice, really
Is he a
hard.
human or is he also?
He's a human.
He's a human.
He
wanted to make sure I'm making my notes. You
Exactly.
like to read my notes, so I want to make
No,
sure I'm
that's-
describing this right.
You are.
I have the
Yes.
actual description. I'll give it to you later.
So
I just want to know if he's.
he is kind of sitting there coming to, and you give him these hit points back, and he clarifies and focuses in.
And I'm just standing there, and I'm just like,
I have some explaining to do.
I'm like pushing him back, like, Zill, what the
I
fuck?
have some explaining to do. Did you untie him?
Yeah, we did.
He stands up and grabs you by the shoulders. You hit me with a damn frying pan!
it's like, yeah, who knew, right?
What is happening?
We're all just like,
What the fuck?
Just like, what do you mean? Okay.
Do we get a description of what he looks like? I'm so sorry. Can
What?
you please describe what he looks like?
Yes, as far as I remember, he is white. He has green eyes
Like
and blonde hair.
like human white?
Yes, he's a human.
Okay.
He's Nordic. Like think of a Norse person. Think Thor.
Think of a
Think Thor
Damn.
with green eyes,
Oh shit.
and he's like just a very toned man.
Oh, like buff? Like himbo?
Yeah, he's a himbo.
Oh.
He's a himbo. He's a himbo Thor with green eyes.
Okay.
From rough description.
So
Okay.
he's Thor with
Cool.
green eyes.
Cool.
Pretty much.
Alright, okay. Go ahead.
Thor with green eyes.
Yeah, write that down.
So
Just like,
he is curly. He's got you by the shoulders and he's shaking you because he's like, "What in the actual fuck are you doing with this? I can't believe that you would have come back this way just to hit me with a damn frying pan.
oh no, it was you!
It doesn't matter."
I mean, it does matter. So, also, are you gonna let me down? Because I know that this is one of your favorite things to do before we,
Throw
What
it
is
back
that?
and you
What
bounce
is
off against the wooden
I
wall.
like running between them.
Yeah, I'm like, what is going on?
He turns when you split in between them and just split between them there, and he turns and just kind of pushes it against the wall and shrugs off and walks away towards the back where the windows are. So where the fuck are we then?
we are away from that godforsaken place that you called a home. And went away without me, with no second guessing. So, you got some explaining to do.
And where the fuck are we going?
We are headed... That doesn't matter right now.
I'm pretty sure it does.
We're taking... Look. I still haven't said thank you to my band of friends.
You're right. Thank you, all of you lovely people that beat me with a frying pan that is not named Zill.
We were trying
your life.
We you
I
had
ain't
a
genuine for you all.
Oh, great.
Yeah, he's not at me, Lumba!
The princess says that we're going to Time Hall.
And what princess is this?
He doesn't need to. He is too
You
much.
didn't know about this? I knew about it. The whole point of us going in the first place was to get him to bring him back to the princess.
No.
And tell her all these facts.
Lumba, he's. Why would he know if we were kidnapping him, putting him in a barrel?
What's going on?
He was beaten already, like blindfolded and gagged, and probably had no idea that he was even supposed to be there or whatever. He wasn't the brightest person. He probably was easily picked up off the street.
Hey.
But he knows who he was.
Fair.
Yeah,
Just like,
Don't worry
don't give me that look. Don't give me that
I'll
look.
give you every look I need to.
No, don't give me that look.
For my own sanity here.
I didn't beat you. I'm the one you should be worried about.
Was that your character doing that?
It's just one.
I thought that was really bad. It's like, oh. Well, seeing as that they all look hella confused, so introductions are needed, I presume.
Yeah? What? Who, you know him?
Yeah, I know him!
Yeah, I think
Asa.
I heard of this one.
Asa, ha ha ha, very funny.
Uh-huh.
I can't deal with your sass right now. This is...
I will ask you until your ass is grass. Now just sit down and we need to actually talk this through.
Putting that
I'm getting you a good... Just stop.
It's grass.
This is Asbjorn.
Yes.
He is my... He's the man who stabbed me in the back.
Oh, I stabbed you in the back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ex-partner, ex-boyfriend, ex-love of my life, so on and so forth. He's an ex every single fucking way.
Okay.
Oh,
Sure.
nobody was.
I wouldn't have had to deal with this one.
Left you
Yeah, it's a bit drunk.
Yeah.
up from there to Queen's Court in the Dokae Kingdom. How did one do that?
Yeah, how did you... Yeah, I want to know that too. Why is the queen, and why were you in court with the
What have
Dokae
you been
Kingdom?
doing all this time?
What on me right now?
We have a mission. We have a job to do to make a story. I am making my story.
I mean, it's also pretty bad. That's probably how we got him.
By leaving...
I mean,
Yeah, it's not my type.
Blacksmiths.
Just like, I can't believe you. You left me on the docks of the Sandscape Repository, heartbroken, to go to a kingdom that hates every single race, humanoid, creature, beast, unless they are full-blooded human.
and you are a bard. Learned in illusions. You didn't want to take a dangerous leap. One that you would have trusted me to have your back with.
Damn, spitting fire over here.
That's what they do in Drag Race.
We watched all the Drag Race today.
Do that!
Without the actual.
Some of them do it. Some of them do the wrist.
Instead
They're
of
doing it wrong.
What's
But
happening?
anyway, continue. Weird.
So look,
Second
who
kick.
betrayed who? And he kicks the chair forward for you. Sit down. You need to tell me your story, because I can tell you one that's at least 3 times better.
We doubt that.
Get some popcorn in here. Oh my god, no joke.
I'd like to roll for my bag of bounty.
We already
real
used
quick.
the bag of bounty 3 times today.
Oh,
Yeah. We had to get some wine and some food.
Bastards. Someone touches my bag except me.
Well, you did it. We told you to do it.
You were doing it for the cover.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Just like, I graciously decline, and I push the chair aside, very sassy, like. And I'm just like, and I walk up to him, I'm just like, oh, I must have written it.
Oh, that makes sense. You didn't actually want to make a start, so why start?
I made a start. This is not about me right now. This is about you and getting you to the queen, who I really don't want
Princess.
to take.
well, she's
Thank you, Lemba.
she's almost there.
You're welcome.
Whatever.
The semantics, you know.
Should we tell her we're on our way back?
How do we do that?
I can do it if we want to do it.
How do we do that?
Might as well, but while we're sailing.
Oh, it's a spell?
Okay, spell.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
walk up
you might
to
as well.
Asbjorn. I'm just like, oh wait, I already did that. I already walked up to him and said that. Never mind. Where were we again? What did I just say?
You tell us your story.
You made it
about,
start.
You said it's not about me right now.
about you and
This is about you getting you back to the to the queen. And you
Princess?
said, thank you, Lemba. Getting you back there safely, although conscious is not a word that they chose, so we could just knock you out again. It's 7 of us. 7? No.
That'd be. Hey.
I mean, if you want to embrace my story and give me an against the odds
Not
fight,
if you got biscuit.
Oh yeah. Not
Oh, yeah, biscuits.
And if you
What
come
was that?
creature.
I could absolutely take on an against the odds fight against what I take as the Crimson Tide. But I'm sure you don't want to enhance my story.
How did you know?
I'm sorry, what did you just say?
Yeah, what?
It's-
I'm still waiting to see where the elf guy is. I'm assuming he's outside or something.
Elf guy.
Oh no, he's dead.
Yeah.
What elf guy?
Locker.
Also, how did you know about us?
It's his job. We're technically all supposed to be in an interweave of dimensions of knowing things about all the
You
places.
talking about?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Lothar. Lothar's dead.
Huh. I'll have to make an update.
How
Um,
do you know?
I'll just
Let's
say,
not worry about that right now.
No, I wouldn't worry about it.
Then you worry about it in the corner, and I'll be here dealing with real world things. So,
I'm so sorry he isn't there.
Jill, can I punch his
He
face?
really is. His face is really punchable right
Yeah, it kind of is. However, I already gave a good punch in.
There's
I
no
don't
light
think-
here.
now. Lights here.
God damn it!
No, no.
I
so
don't
this is your arsonist. Good to know. Look, I don't know how you fell in with them, but people know about them. And I'm sure that's part of the reason why I'm going wherever I'm going. So, how about you fill me in where I'm going, what I'm going to be doing there, and how long until I get there?
Well, it's 2 days until we get there of sailing, and when you get there, it'll be the Remotian Empire. You'll be before the Queen.
Princess?
Thank you, Lemba.
You're welcome.
Oh, the princess. She's perfect.
Probably the whole collective.
I never thought of you as a liar, more of a hard-hitting truth teller. So I'll believe you for this.
You better. I don't want to punch you in the face.
Oh, so do I.
Yeah, but you never wanted to hit this pretty mug, so you probably won't now.
By now.
I kissed you! That should have been enough to heal you more than just what I already did.
Doesn't matter.
If we knock him out, I can put a firecracker up his butt.
Oh, damn! I'll write it!
Zill looks at them and is just like, as much fun as he would like that, I'm gonna pass.
Oh, I'll be perfectly
We are.
clear. I wouldn't like that, but I
I'm-
would enjoy the backlash that it would get you with this queen princess.
No, she said a lot. She didn't say damage. This is true. She likes us.
Well, it would be really hard
We
for
could always kill him
me
and
to
then I'll
share
come back to
anything
life.
willingly.
No.
Spells for that.
I get the sense that information is power here, so I'm gonna hold on to mine.
No truth, bitches.
Yeah,
Yeah, like, see why you left this guy. He's an ass.
He's
For a himbo,
No.
he's kind of smart. Why the fuck did you say he was a himbo?
no, he wasn't. I was saying himbo body.
He's like a.
He
he's got
looks
the
like a
himbo.
himbo, but he's that intelligent one. This one.
Oh, huh, so
But he is the bottom. So
He
if you want
he
that in
was-
your notes,
He was
Asbjorn
okay.
is the bottom.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You don't put it in. But I don't know. He seems like a top right now.
He's a
Ask you.
there. Do you know what a thing called a power bottom is?
Yeah, I'm aware.
He's that.
Okay,
Yeah,
power
she knows
bottom.
exactly what that is.
Sure.
Anyway,
Gotcha. Alright.
everything that I've said is true, and you should know this because I rarely ever really do lie, even though I try to manipulate the minds of people and make them see their own terrors for comedic effect.
Okay.
That's fine. Well, where will I be staying? Am I here?
You'll be heavily guarded the entire time that we go there, and if you so much as put a foot out of line, that one is going to set you ablaze with a moonbeam.
I'm happy to stay in the captain's quarters. That's great. Especially under protection, because I'm assuming we're going to need it.
Well, depending on who comes for you, and, you know, honestly, when we get to that bridge, and they find out that you're probably going to be a traitor to them, I have no problem just, you know, oh no, my hand slipped as we were running and there was a banana peel.
Well, that would be unfortunate for you to fall on. Yes. Well, I suppose a good rest is in order if you're going to finally leave me alone. So...
Oh, we have an elf. She doesn't need to sleep all that much. She can meditate, so for the first 4 hours you'll be watched by somebody, and the rest of the time we could just have her watch you since she will not need a full 8 hours. So,
I feel like we should watch in pairs. If I'm being honest.
Yeah. When did we ever do like
does it look like I'm thinking right now?
Oh, which is why I'm looking at you going, I think we should watch in pairs.
Yeah, sure, whatever. I don't care, as long as he's watched.
Yeah, he'll be fine. I'm gonna go tell the princess. I'm gonna go outside. I see birds in the sky. Other birds.
This far out at sea? Probably not. Not
Never
anymore.
mind. I can't talk to the princess. I need a bird to do it. Never mind. I think you're outside of my cocaine. Let's see how much a bird. Let's get to her.
You
Try its damnedest.
Orcas can do that.
Little goldfish that keeps them fast as well. Come on, and trust me.
Dude, you should simply
I will do my duty to this country and nation.
God. So, you're going to take turns watching Asbjorn.
Yep.
All right.
What time of day are we at right now? Since
You guys are just about at dusk.
dusk.
Like, it's just about to be night.
Who you watching first?
Oh, me.
I'll watch with Zill. And none of you want this.
Okay.
Don't say I never did anything nice.
I mean, sure, do it.
What? I set my little remote console.
This one?
Oh, there we go. Just out of sight.
And
So,
out of mind.
Before we continue, did you double check to make sure it's recording?
it is.
Okay.
I can see it on the task.
Cool, just making sure.
Is your drink kicking in?
Not yet.
Oh.
Your first watch. The rest of you go and find your evening's rest, as however disheveled you would be from the events of meeting Asbjorn and everything that happened there. Lumba and Zill.
Yeah.
Do you stay in the captain's quarters, or do you wait outside the door?
Oh no, I'm not leaving this guy alone in a room for a hot second. No.
For the first maybe an hour or so, he spends a little bit of time just eating a little bit of the food that's available in the captain's quarters. There's like some grapes, some cheese, some other like travel food that's relatively okay. But it's not like, you know, fine food. It's travel food. He spends some time doing that. He looks over one of the bookshelves that has books on it and is a little bit more disgusted with some of the less fine-tuned or refined options in reading.
Oh, you a snooty worm.
He's kind of looking at it as a, you know, the series of logs and maps and charts, and he's like, no real literature. A shame. Well, I guess if I'm going to be bored, maybe I can learn a little thing from you.
Sure. What do you want to know?
Why are you guys here?
It's a long story that I've been writing down.
It's a job.
It's a job, and the princess of an entire empire sent you for just a job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There.
And how are you that high connected?
May or may not have tried to kill her and then saved her life one time.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Thank you, Celeste. Celeste is outside the door. It does that.
You bastard. Well, you guys made a name for yourselves. Enough that at least I've heard of it in passing.
Where did you hear?
What do you think? Been hopping through the Dokae Kingdom in taverns for a while. People tell stories.
Made it to the Dokae Kingdom? We've never even been there before.
At the very least, some people in power there have you in mind.
Yeah, I want to know about,
I know where from Spider Door. No, they got it from fucking whatever the fuck his name was.
Guillermo?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it would be
He-
from the
he-
little spider thing that we came in contact with.
I
in
mean,
the
maybe
fucking
that,
Seraglist.
but
Sorry, continue.
he worked for them. He worked for the queen of the Dokae Kingdom.
Well,
what have you been doing in the Dokae Kingdom exactly?
making my story, so to speak.
Yeah, I don't, yeah.
Fighting
You don't have to
things.
do all the details, like, how, just tell me the part where you got in with the king and queen.
Make a persuasion check. In the meantime, I can have a burrito.
Persuasion, I just got that expertise! We're gonna roll my new dice.
You like it, huh? Okay.
It's 11:20, yes? Yes.
Roll
Come
a
on,
d12.
baby, don't. That is a 28.
28. Fine. Want to know? I made a little bit of a name for myself as I was going through some towns and kind of helping out a little bit here and there.
Yeah.
Plenty of performances. Once you have that sort of reputation and you've made yourself available as one of the very few entertainers in a land that I had advised you was going to be ripe for the picking, being at the front of the gold rush, so to speak, I kinda got an invitation to perform for a little bit within the palace. And it would show what you know. There's only a queen. Queen Malistray, as I'm sure that I hope,
I know who the queen
is relatively busy, but also relatively young. And every now and then she needs a distraction. And I serve as a distraction. A little bit of witty conversation, even during court proceedings, every now and then to bring her up out of her stress
Oh,
is one of the easiest things that I can do.
he was the whore.
Zill's thinking it.
Sorry.
He's like, Zill says that.
He says that, you say
It's
that?
like, so you're the whore.
Not necessarily.
No, that's a big necessarily.
No, and I was
No.
unfortunately never able to offer my services, given that I was by the Queen's side far too much. She had no interest, and most of my business was conversation. I sat relatively near, and people would inform her, and I would find a way to, pour a little bit of levity to the situations that came across her desk.
So, therapist.
More like person who sits there and is like, oh my god, this village is starving. Well, that's one thing. Let me find something for a witty joke to try to make this a little less stressful. Basically, that's what all he really did. So, I have been privy to a number of conversations, and one of which you came up. Didn't know that you were a part of it.
Out of
Otherwise, I
what?
would have taken much more interest. But
Out of what?
this group. Last I heard, there was a black dragonborn, this tiefling lady that was an arsonist for your group, a cleric holy woman that was a little bit sketchy, a watery elf, a shadow woman, and then this elf. The elf's gone. I guess you're in, huh?
Yeah. Well, you're a whore.
And what are you?
Anywho, we came up. You telling your story.
Oh, yes, you did come up. You did come up.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say no more.
Oh, I really wish I had prepared to text thoughts today.
Yeah.
But I already.
As I said, information seems to be power. So outside of flat out interrogating me,
I have a question. If... Okay, I'm asking the DM a question. If...
I figure when you do this, it's usually for me.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, good. That is what it is. If someone is charmed and they think we're friends, there's a higher chance of them spilling information thinking we're friends.
Yes. If
Yes.
you're friends, then they're more
Okay.
likely, like a DC to persuade them is lower.
Perfect. They are my ex, so that might make it a little difficult.
Yeah.
But
You're writing a line between neutral and hostile with him, given that you beat the shit out of him.
that will change, hopefully. I cast Friends.
How long does friends last?
Friends last. I guess it's only a minute.
Well, you have a minute. So you do have a minute. He just knows afterwards.
Just like, yeah, we'll go for it. I will cast Friends.
Okay.
Oh, actually, it does say a small amount of makeup applied to the face as this spell is cast. So while I'm so I will do this. It's just like I grab out my little compact. Oh god, it's face
Keep
paint.
going.
Just like I pull out my compact, neat little petite.
Oh, so you need to complete the clown ensemble, huh?
Honey, it's called being a drag queen.
Sure.
Okay, last I checked, you were rifling around all my makeup and face paints, and you don't even like being an actual clown, even though part of our studies was clowning around!
Well, you excelled in it. So I let you take the lead on it.
I'm just in the corner like.
There's a joke we made about
You are a fly on the wall for the whole thing.
Yeah.
Just like,
he's putting up. He just
Yeah, we'll fly on the wall in a
He's
minute.
like, yeah, Well, anyway, remember when I had this particular look on one night and you felt really, really great? I was your boyfriend, and I cast Friends.
is he gonna save?
Shit. What is it? You have advantage on checks directed at one creature of your choice that isn't hostile towards you when the spell ends. The creature realizes that you made the magical influence. A creature prone to violence might attack you. Another creature might seek retribution in another way. So it's just concentration
We'll do it this way.
on me.
Roll a d20. If you roll above a 10, like 11 and up,
Yeah.
it works. Anything below, he's like riding closer to hostile. Then it wouldn't apply. He's like on the border between.
That is a 12.
Okay. So it works. You have advantage on persuasion.
Right. Just like,
Yeah, I know. I remember that.
it's like, yeah. Do I still look good in it?
I mean, you looked how you looked before in it.
Thought I was hot and you wanted to smash immediately, so yes, I'm saying this is working for me. Wait, what? What did you say, Abby? Just like, okay. Just like, Lemba. Just like, give me
Yeah.
this moment. One fucking use.
No. You have to persuade him to.
I just look at Zill and I'm like, what?
Because at least for the moment, he's like, I'm not missing any of this.
Just like, telepathically looking. I'm telepathic.
I reached out to him.
Yep. It's just like, what do you want to ask him? I am slowly trying to.
What
make
did
him
he
see
hear about
reasons.
us? What did he hear about us?
Just like, yeah, okay. I look back at Azza, and I'm just like, Azza! This is a nickname for him. It's cute!
I'm not even here.
You were here!
You're this is Rafi yelling at you.
Yeah,
This is Zill picturing X in the entire process.
yeah, it's all picture next.
It's not my problem. You're thinking about me. That's gross.
Oh, shit.
Anyhow.
Here's your condescending voice on the back of his head at all times.
It's not
Just
gonna
like-
pick up on it.
Just like, so, how did you hear about this group? I'll tell you how I got in with them, but how did you hear about them?
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Ooh,
Because he is curious.
I need another die.
What?
A D20.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, a happy one. That is going to be, woo, 29.
No, you can just say 20 something. It works.
I needed to know what it was. I have a plus 12 to persuasion.
Shit.
It'll only get better from there as you level up.
I know.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
That's why I got two expertise. I got two
So-
more expertises.
Fine. I heard of you when the court messenger, I suppose, even though I don't think that's technically what it does, came in and informed the queen of a relatively meddlesome group that had been cramping her style. Something about this group that had caused problems, and that they were frustrated with how much they were causing problems.
What?
It made sense. I should have known that you were a part of it, because I'm sure that it, should have clicked that, you were good at problems. And so I'm trying to figure out how I missed that part. So how did you get to be a part of the group?
If you must know, I was actually hired by a close friend of theirs to deliver a letter that was of the utmost importance.
Oh, so you're a messenger. So you weren't the queen in this scenario, you were the messenger. Okay.
We're bards. Life is hard sometimes. You do odd jobs.
Oh, yes. I understand. It's hard to eke out a living in the oldest nation in the world when they've seen all of the acts that have been possible.
I'll agree to disagree.
That works for me.
Right.
Look, I had plenty of jobs there.
I had plenty of jobs back in the West.
Name one. Impress me, and maybe I'll tell you one job.
Okay. Zill starts, he takes out because I have two instruments. I have a lute, and I have my kalimba.
Yep.
I take out my lute.
Oh no.
Oh, he's gonna play us a song. This arsonist lady. I never got your name. I'll get it later. I think I'll remember it.
Zill pulls out his lute, And
It's just like steam. It's happening. There's so mad at this guy. There's just steam. Rick.
I love that you gave me the opportunity to be this character for a minute. Because it's so wonderful to make him an asshole.
not how I remember him a little bit.
You broke up.
I know, he became an asshole.
You want some, huh? That's what you wanted? Yeah, come and have some.
Who dicks?
Barb.
Softy's like,
She followed her. Baby bird, you a crunch.
He strums his lute and he does a little performance to sing of what has happened with the names of the things. And what he's singing is Scanlan singing the Vox Machina thing.
ah, Wait, no, he's introducing us via Vox Machina Chicago? Or like
Zill is introducing and telling of the stuff that's happened so far on a quick
So,
Vox Machina style. Cool.
Vox Machina style, yeah.
make a performance check. Let's see if it's alright.
Do I still have advantage?
Nope. This is not a persuasion check. It's a performance check.
Oh.
You got this.
No, I mean for being friends, though.
It's just persuasion.
Got it! I see him about to perform and I'm like, you're gonna do good, get add a D4.
Yay, okay. I got, okay.
Remember, you fat more.
Oh. Oh.
Uh-oh.
It's
Oh,
not
no.
good.
Oh no.
Oh no, you got it! It's
Does it do XP?
Yes.
Did you really roll in that one?
Yeah.
Thank you for this blessing.
Oh, no.
You strum, you pull it out, and you go, and you strum and go, and it's like totally out of tune. And he's like, you're a little flat. You're a little flat. Just good critiques.
And your tone is a little bit pitchy.
Oh, that hurts me deep inside.
I have no spells. I don't got a person. I don't got a nothing mind. I don't got a you.
Why can't you prepare spells with these?
Lemba is at all times prepared to burn down a town. That is how we're going to-
Firewall, fire shield. Oh, it's tidal wave. That's different.
That's really good when you're in a boat.
Right now.
Oh my god. That's the boat.
That's why I'm prepared.
Right now.
I could heal him.
Fuck you.
Stop.
Or
You're
more
going
hit
to
points.
kill me. Okay.
You take some time and you tune it, and you
Yeah.
kind of you check it, and he's like, nope, now you're sharp. And he takes it and starts tuning it for you.
I
Throws it back into you. Is like, there, now do it.
I strum it quick. Just like,
It's a little better. It's serviceable.
oh yeah, you always did have to keep the best things for yourself. Well,
I
you did
keep
keep
my,
me for a month, so.
I keep my
Oh.
tools prepared and in well maintained.
Alright. And then now we do a Vox Machina style intro.
All right. For that, how do you want to introduce everybody in this?
Oh boy.
You really want to tell this guy about us? He seems like a dick.
Oh, he is a dick.
He is, but
Can I go work for
He's also just
That's fair.
mad that he got beat up a little bit, and now he's seeing his ex and doesn't know how to feel.
Okay.
It is being mad because he's mad.
If that's why, okay, as long as he's not gonna like fuck us.
Like any of your passive insights is able to tell. He's being extremely childish because he can.
Yeah.
Great.
Go ahead, man.
just like, I will have to get back with an actual song. And I will sing it the next session.
Okay.
Because I had this idea planned
And
since
you never
yesterday.
written it yet.
I had,
Since yesterday.
well, a couple of days ago when I was reeling after that time,
Yeah.
I kept playing this night out, like in my head, being just like, how am I gonna do this? How am I
Oh,
gonna do this? How am I gonna do this? What am I gonna do?
What do I want to do? I'm not just rocking in the corner.
Yeah, what I do?
So you introduce everybody.
I introduced them, and X Caroline, would somebody who's fast at typing? Are you ready?
Oh, you
Take down the list of the order, and that'll be the order that I start singing them in. So I'm gonna do this randomly.
I mean, if you just go around the table as it is, then you're fine.
Well, no, I need. Well, it's gonna
He's
be.
got a plan.
I do have.
Alright,
But
what do you think?
I'm ready.
just like, I speak of Lemba first, and then I speak of Vix, and then Sudi, and Serenity, because they rhyme. And then I speak of
Sure you don't lie.
I know this. It's not. What wants to come out of my mouth is not what the right answer is.
Pick one.
Celeste.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, thank you.
My drug kicked in.
I think not.
Really?
Yeah.
It hasn't?
And then finish the whole can.
Oh. Gee, I thought some of it would have hit by now.
Nope.
And then last but not least, it'll be really, really cool. I promise. X.
I could have just written it. That was not fast at all.
Come on,
I was
it's
going
pornographer.
you could actually type it out.
All I was gonna do is put the initial of everybody. You said I went L. Vix, I put V. Sudi, I did S-U. Serenity, I did
I was about to
S-E.
say.
Celeste, I did a C.
Oh,
Serenity and Sudi back to back would be a recipe for disaster otherwise.
No, S-U, S-E. And then it was like, well, Selena and Celeste. So while I was waiting for you to come up with your name, I typed out the rest of their names.
That's what you get with a Nat 1 performance roll.
It comes into the real world.
Yes, the game is bleeding in. He was like, nice.
take it back.
Okay. I mean, you told me about everybody else.
Me?
What have you been doing? That was what I asked you.
Didn't you hear the song? It was the
You told me about this Lemby?
Yes.
Lemba.
Lemba.
Arson. A fox lady, all of them. What have you been doing? You've been tagging along? You've been affecting greater change in the world?
Yes and get.
Okay, and what has he been doing? Because he can't tell me.
Well,
I told him some of that while we were going through stuff
Okay.
He clearly
in the song.
maybe just get a little nicer.
Well,
Start with the beginning. Talk about the Oasis and the Sphinx.
Okay.
And maybe the dragon.
I proceeded to tell him the Sphinx story and the dragon story, and the most recent one before going to him, which was the other
island?
big one. What?
The island?
No, not the island. It was the last little thing we did in the Cigar Waste.
Oh,
Pirates?
the slavers, the pirate, the battle.
Yeah.
bad.
The
Yeah,
battle
that.
where we're
So I
gonna
told him those
do
three
the
stories
battle.
all together.
Oh, okay, alright, I see you. Alright. Well, I guess I should be true to my word. I've been working with people far less charismatic and much easier to manipulate just a little bit. I had, for one of my most entertaining jobs, had a little bit of a shut-in that needed the queen needed to get working again. This Arcanist or something had shut himself in his study. He couldn't find a breakthrough, and I finally just kind of coaxed him out over time, and in the process, apparently inspired his next future effort, where he made a breakthrough, something that I don't necessarily know of. But I was hearing that he made a breakthrough in arcane terms, so I'm really sorry that I've beaten you by being the muse of an entirely new shift in the arcane perspective, but, you know, what can you do?
Did you not hear the whole part where the Sphinx told us about? Did you tell them about the apocalypse?
Yes, I did. I told him
About
that.
the apocalypse?
How many other people have met the Sphinx?
All of us?
You all, sure. How many people beyond you have met a Sphinx?
Anyone who's ever ruled the Sirac Waste.
Exactly. I'm the only one that did this.
Oh, heaven forbid, you're the only one who talked to some old guy.
I like her. Still don't necessarily like you, but I like her.
Yeah, we find saber tooth to talk to ancient gods. Okay, shut your face.
Now that's interesting.
What? What's interesting?
Oh, just something for me to look into in the future, I guess.
You. Oh. Lumber, wanna bash his face
I
in?
want to burn his face in.
Why did they allow you to pair with me?
I don't know. I think they just didn't want to be with you.
Well, they got the entire night to have their share.
So big things.
Well, if
I'm
you don't have
sorry
anything else,
that he is making a muck of things right now. He's just a big baby. He'll get over it,
Oh.
and he'll be the better person.
Oh no, I can tell. He's just so easy to read.
I know.
Not hiding anything very well.
and yet you still don't know everything. It's wonderful. It's actually very satisfying.
Great. I don't really give a shit.
Okay.
How many gods have you talked to?
Very least 2.
Yeah. Small potatoes.
Luckily, I'm not one-upping your story. I'm one-upping his.
Yeah. Small potatoes for him, too. Going around talking God, that's kind of what we...
Zill, tell me honestly, have you talked to a god?
Yeah, do you remember the one we just talked to? That island?
Yeah? Well,
I'm trying to get Jill to tell the story.
yeah, I tell him that story.
Oh, okay.
So you talked to a god. Cool. You need anything else? Or can I go to bed?
Another question.
What do we? What?
I had an actual another question,
Uh,
and it slipped my mind.
well,
'cause it
we're
was
gonna be
fall
with this
right-
guy for a hot minute, so
Yeah. Yeah. I just asked about the gods. So you want to ask Limbo?
so many things, but nothing he's gonna answer.
Well, you don't know that.
Yeah.
Information is power, and I would love to have known more things about how I was taken out and why I have a stab wound on my leg. But, you know, you haven't divulged that, so maybe we play a game.
What kind of game?
Okay.
If you can convince me that your story is true, something new, something that I want to actually know about, I can tell you a little bit of information. Maybe it'll pertain to him.
What kind of convincing do you want?
I want to know what happened and why I come to with the remnants of a barrel around me and being decked in the face. Because the last thing that I remember is, I mean, for now, none of your business. But maybe it can be your business if you can fill me in.
Fair enough. Tell him the story of how we were hired and how we came to get him and put him in a barrel to shrink him out.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, God.
I should have been the one to tell him.
I got this. I got this. I don't got this.
I should have been the one to tell him. My persuasion skill.
It's a 9.
It's a 9.
I'm pretty sure I ain't got no luck left.
No, because we haven't rested yet.
Yeah.
No, I ain't got no luck.
Well, I guess that maybe, or how believable or unbelievable your story is,
What part do you not believe?
some of it makes sense.
Partly-
Some of it I get you probably are embellishing a bit.
Which part?
A few parts.
Which part?
I don't know that he's that important to have actually been chosen by the queen. Sorry, princess. And then...
Oh, so you don't believe the princess actually said
Well, I believe they said you guys.
but he's part of us. They said the group, and he's part of the group.
Well, we'll let that just stew where it is. But you told me something. I guess I'll tell you something. I've heard a few things about what the Dokae Kingdom is doing, and I've heard that they're going to be visiting the Vermont Empire, so I assume that part of your story is true.
Yeah.
And they want me as an informant.
Correct.
I have plenty of things I could inform on, but I guess depending on how cooperative I'll be is just how cooperative and how nicely I'm taken care of on the voyage over. So, that being said, I'm going to go to bed. Will you both be here? Or are you going to switch out sometime in the night?
You'll figure that out when
You're
you
not-
wake up.
You're not leaving my sight.
Very well then. I'm going to go to bed then. And he goes and just kind of stands up and goes over to the bed and lays down on top of the covers and just kind of puts one hand on the back of the pillow and lays there and is just like... I hate to be a part of your story, Zill, but I guess it's something.
You won't hate it. It'll regale of the tale of the Dokae Kingdom.
Good night. Just kind of douses the lantern.
So many different spells tomorrow.
Good. I may be
I
dead by
thought we had to
tomorrow.
find our way out of that town. I ain't got none of those spells prepped. I burn things, done spells today.
Who's taking the next shift?
Who is taking the next shift?
Pick the person.
I'm gonna go wake up X.
No, I have something planned. I'd rather take.
Oh, okay, never mind. I doubt check and I'm just like, no, and I walk away. I wake up Celeste.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Who do you wake up?
I'm staying up.
We don't need you fucking exhausted.
Yeah, no, you have to go to sleep.
Take your
I
Oh.
dragged
somebody
Jill
out
out
of
of
the
the
room
room with me. I'm like, no, you need
Like,
to.
no.
He's not
I need to.
with you.
I need.
Don't you want to look hot tomorrow morning still?
I'll always look hot.
Not if you're exhausted. Go the fuck to sleep before I knock you fucking out. Jesus Christ.
Who wants to stay up? with
Actually, no.
Celeste?
Could you actually do that?
Yeah, we'll choose someone to go and watch next.
Great. I go and I wake up Sudi.
Great. And then I knock you the fuck out.
Perfect. I'll take out.
Go to sleep.
She grabs your, like, the tops of your ears and punches you the same way that you hit him, trying to knock you out. So, Sudi and Celeste,
Indeed.
you are in the room in the dark with this guy. I believe. Do both of you have dark vision? I know Celeste does.
I do. We haven't.
I don't know if Sudi does. But he is laying there in bed. He doesn't seem to be asleep. So that you very easily notice being able to see in the dark. He's not asleep, but he's just laying there. Doesn't say anything unless you engage him.
We could let him sleep. I'm sure he's, going through some things right now.
I'm sure you can let him sleep.
I think I'm not exactly in the mood to poke a bear.
Yeah. Yeah, same. Same.
Alright.
Oh, sorry. I meant
Saki.
Saki. Oh my god. She was in the Taco Bell bag. I'm sorry, Sudi. I didn't mean to say your name.
Damn.
I'm sorry.
I'm a dog now. Arf,
Make good life choices. Thank you. So,
Yeah.
so
So we're just watching him, right? Like that's all that we're doing.
you're pretty much just watching him, and he doesn't go to sleep. He stays up laying there.
Oh, he's actually awake. I
He's
thought he
awake.
was asleep.
He's
knocked
awake,
out.
just laying there. Probably thinking or something. You don't know.
You know he's awake, but he's
Okay.
just trying to act like he's asleep. Or maybe he wants to stay up and be exhausted.
And we know this. Like we don't have to like
You can see him in the
Okay.
dark, and he is awake.
I turn to him and I go, "You should probably sleep if you want some rest." I'm just saying.
I don't know. Maybe I don't want to hit with a frying pan again.
I mean, it's a very easy way to.
Avoid that? Yeah, staying awake.
We
No,
don't.
I'm a
Yeah.
doctor.
I
I'm a
will,
doctor.
I will give one of you 50 gold if you get me a frying pan.
What?
A frying pan. He wants to hit Zill.
Oh, so you immediately lights up.
You know, as much as that would be really entertaining to see what you would do with this frying pan.
I have.
Are there any, like, rocks anywhere? Is there something stone around us?
We're on a boat in the sea.
I don't,
I don't know.
there isn't anything in the form of rocks. However, I am tempted, as you are Sudi, for you to happen to have a rock in your pocket.
I can see that.
Yeah, I can see that too.
You've been hucking rocks and it became a thing. I'm sure you have a tiny, like a pebble or something in your pocket.
Absolutely. I keep rocks in my pockets all the time.
Yeah, it makes sense, right?
Rock.
I, cast stone shape,
Okay.
Oh god.
and I form it into a frying pan.
Oh my god.
So
It's not iron, is it?
this
It's stone.
pebble that you have, it's not that big a pebble. It's like at most palm sized. And so you can either make it an extremely thin frying pan that's a roughly full sized, or you can make a relatively small
No,
frying
make a
pan.
small one. Make a small one.
I make one that those tiny little frying pans you find that are like for
Yeah. There you go.
Yes.
He takes it from you.
Fuck yeah.
It's almost cute. And he goes for his like pouch and he realizes he doesn't have any fucking money. He was relieved of all of his possessions.
Oh.
Yeah.
He has nothing.
Clothes on his back.
You owe me.
50 gold, I know. I get it.
I want to get that in writing.
You want it in writing?
I want to get writing. Are you literate?
Oh
He stares at you with this 1,000-yard stare.
my god.
I think I'm gonna let you answer that yourself. And he gets up and goes and writes on this like book, like opens a book to the first page and writes 50 gold to. Who are you?
Tuesday Valley Grazia.
Duty Valley.
D-I-H-V-E-I-G. Right.
Perfect. And he hands it to you. And it's like the first book of a novel that he tears out of the book and hands it to you with the words 50 gold and then Sudi with a big V. And then that's like it. It has that and then like some text from where people have been writing the rest of a story.
I would accept this.
Nice.
And I pocket it.
Yeah, you pocket it, and he takes the pan and goes, "Alright, well, I'll be waiting." Just kind of goes back and lays down back in bed, turns the lantern back off, and...
And you're not even going to use it? I did this so that I could see you use it.
Oh, you will.
And Suvi nods with appreciation.
Okay. So, why do you hate his guts?
Well, I don't hate him.
Kind of get
It's just incredibly dislikable.
Oh,
Exactly.
and for what reason?
What do you know about our story?
Not much, right? I don't think you've told us really anything.
No,
besides-
not everything I told you has been like I told you about. I told you about my my ex
Yeah.
But I didn't say his, or I said his name, but I didn't give a description at that time.
Right.
And then told you about that. Told you about all the classes that we took, and that we were both at the Sansky Repository studying to do the performer stuff. I told you about my double act that we had together and everything.
And then he backstabbed you.
And I told you about him backstabbing me and going to the Dokae Kingdom, breaking my heart, leaving me forever. My life's in shambles. I'm not worth it. So on and so forth.
Okay.
All that.
He's
So I know everything.
told me a little, but I want to hear your side.
Make a persuasion check.
Persuade good. I want to hear this.
You want to roll some dice today?
Bill does it. I want to.
Oh.
You want his take on it.
Oh, I want everything on it.
Persuasion?
Yes.
Oh, well.
Persuade?
It's an 8.
I'm gonna cut the long story short. We were thick as thieves. We were together, and we were going to be together. We were going to be together for a long time. Not just as performers, but even after. That was the plan. We came up with a plan when we were supposed to make a story for ourselves. I found a spot that we would be able to go, somewhere we could make that story. Find a way to make our living and retire and be happy together. But he doubted the fact that I could take care of him. I tried to convince him. I tried to say, look, we're going to have each other's backs. He was too caught up in this. He was too caught up in the risk that there was. So I said, fine, I need to make my story. So I left, hoping that eventually he'd follow, but never did. So I guess I wasn't worth it.
And you're telling the truth?
Sure. You can make an insight check.
Sorry, can I make an inside check? I'm sorry. I'm fucking, on the alcohol right now. I cannot think for myself.
Mr. Criminal Man, are you lying to me? No.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have to do math. Fuck. 14.
14.
1-4.
He is relatively easy to read. He is, from what you can tell with the 14, he's not lying to you.
Okay, good.
He, based on what otherwise you would know from Zill telling you things, doesn't have the whole story and definitely has his perspective of a story, but isn't necessarily right, and he's not necessarily wrong. He's just what he is, and he is hurt.
Oh.
It sounds more like top energy than power bottom energy, but just saying. No,
No.
I disagree.
He is hurt, and he is lashing out from the place that, like, he has been hurt.
Well, I can think about
And
it.
being forced to confront the thing or the person that he believes hurt him the most is made him relatively volatile.
Sorry. Are these so good?
Took me a minute to realize what you were saying.
Oh, this one's peanut butter. Okay, I was like, this doesn't taste like right. Okay, sorry. I'm so weird. Nice nod. Okay. Why did you think he didn't think you were gonna be able to take care of him?
He had his doubts. I don't know. You ask him. We had heard about the risks of the Dokae Kingdom, but we had also learned together what our capabilities were for magic and spellcasting, and we've never necessarily been, I don't know, incapable.
Okay.
Look, I get the sense that you're trying to figure out what happened and where we went wrong.
Yes.
Or are you maybe trying to just get a little bit of dirt on your friend here?
Kind of both.
He looks at you sidelong. Looks over at Sudi.
Oh, I'm here with her.
That's what I thought.
Oh yeah, she's here.
Kicks himself up and sits on the edge of the bed and turns the lantern back on. So you're looking for dirt.
Always. Oh,
And you're looking for anything.
Well, I want to know what went wrong, but I also just want to know. I don't necessarily need to know the dirt or the tea, but I just, I just want to know what you think of him. I mean, obviously not right now, but is he a trustworthy character? I mean, he's been with our group for a few days, maybe weeks now.
Yeah. Maybe a week. Maybe a week and a half.
Will he? Yeah, I guess.
It's been almost 3 weeks.
Okay, about a
we've been
month.
chilling. We've been chilling.
We weren't really circulated for a long time.
Yeah.
Ooh, this one was-
Look, he, as much as I hate saying it at the moment, is a good guy. You can rely on him for almost anything. He will work with you and roll with the punches to be able to do what is necessary, and he will have your ass when it is needed. At the same time, he's a fuckwad. He is incapable of fully trusting. That's where we went wrong.
Because he's incapable of trust.
Yes, he has doubts. He needs to be in control, and when he isn't in control, he backfires. And he takes everybody around him about the process.
Person.
So,
Wait, what?
She's calling you smart. Take the compliment.
Oh, you what?
Yes.
I thought you wasn't.
he will spin out of control. Eventually. Because he won't trust you. And his pride gets the better of him.
No pride.
Okay.
Distrustfulness, someone call that a virtue. Pride is a little more dicey. So give me an example. Is he prideful? Tell me why.
I like this. This is good.
A good example.
Yes.
The Zill that I knew would not be able to, in this situation, come to me and apologize for
Oh, no apology.
what has happened, how we split up, even just to make amends, not even to get back together, because that ship has sailed. But just to leave things.
Even though he kissed you?
Oh, that just means he has no idea.
No, well, that was not my intent. I had a different thing in my head doing that.
I would love to be able to help him, and I would love to be able to give him the rest of what I know. But I don't know that I could talk to him until he is prepared to leave as friends again.
Oh, so you want to be friends with him? Mm-hmm.
I would prefer that at the very least, I see growth.
Are you willing to try? Try to stay friends?
Sure. But the only way that I'll even see that that's possible is him swallowing his pride. Apologizing for not trusting me. Being able to sit down and have a conversation that doesn't devolve into yelling.
Okay, fair.
I'm with Vix on this one. Just say sorry.
So that's part of
Fortunately,
So basically, sits forward and proceeds. Goes, so we need to manufacture a situation in which he is entirely broken down, yes?
I mean, if that's what you want,
I mean, that's what I always want.
I should warn you.
Manufacturing situations.
It is very
I love
difficult
that.
to break his pride.
But what if he's changed? You haven't.
Then I need to see some evidence.
You haven't seen him in a few years, right?
Exactly. But I saw him just a couple hours ago.
It's true.
So if you want to have your conversation with him or whatever else you're going to do when you run off and switch shifts, that's fine. But I need to see some evidence that he is a different person than he was when we split ways.
I don't think a simple conversation is going to do anything.
I don't
We
even...
need to psychologically manipulate this man.
Duty answer right there.
I am not going to tell you how to do your job.
Wow, whether I should be elated or.
Do you need anything else?
Time to plot.
Then you'll have it. I'm gonna go back to bed. Just kind of nods and douses a lantern again and lays back down.
Sudi is now lost in thought.
You're sitting there
Same.
daydreaming of social manipulation
Oh, of course!
and parent trapping Zill and Asbjorn.
She doesn't get to socially manipulate people into killing themselves anymore, so...
It's a new outlet!
She's been listening to the video. She already
Yeah,
knows.
well, no,
she
that
doesn't
wasn't
know.
on the video.
Was it in the video?
No, no, you guys,
I don't like that.
the group had been escorting the princess and her bodyguard. And the bodyguard had tried to assassinate the princess, so they subdued him, brought him back, kept him on suicide watch because he looked like he was in a rough place. Sudi was like, "Here, come on," and took him out a little bit of ways into the forest.
I did confiscate the mace.
and he was like, "I don't know." She was like, "You're a bodyguard. You protect the princess. You do what you need to do your job." And he's like, "I don't know if I even can anymore." And she was like, "You do with a mace what you need to do."
And I'm walking on this because it was sus, and I took the mace and every other weapon she had.
So she was gonna have him bludgeon himself to death.
We eventually bullied him into committing suicide because we never called him by his name. His name was
Guillermo?
Jermaine.
Jermaine. We pulled up a list of every G name, like on Google, and called him everything but that. Every time we talked about him,
Yeah,
it
we
was
really
a different name.
Gina, Gerald, Gerald.
He deserved it.
Gerald's.
So he faked his death and
Wow.
came back to attack the princess later. So
Yeah, it was fine.
um,
We figured it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Eventually.
so you guys finish off your shift. Celeste sitting there in kind of slight concern as Sudi has the dance of the sugar plum fairies in her head with all these
Yeah.
ideas.
Jesus.
Who do you want to wake up?
Who still needs to be woken up?
Big Serenity and myself.
Okay, I'll wake up, X. Yeah.
Anything I need to know before the shift starts?
Other than, Zill has to apologize. Or maybe we can get any more information from him.
Alright.
But, yeah, that's about it. I think he's going to bed now, but,
Okay.
yeah.
Vix, do you have dark vision?
I don't, but Levy does.
Your dragon
My little robot.
metal thing?
Little
Serenity,
robot.
do you have dark vision?
Little robot, like a robot hound.
No? Okay.
The robot lizard dog thing.
It is a fox squirrel with one of those robot toy
Oh,
dog
okay.
things. Just kind of.
Who is Sudi waking up?
It's the cooler than that. But... So you wake up X. Sudi, who do you want to be waking up?
Well, it's only one person who hasn't woken up yet, right?
No, Serenity and Vix. There's two people.
Oh.
So someone gets to sleep the whole damn night.
Yeah.
Damn! You've only known me, what, for 2 weeks now?
Yeah, just about.
I wake up Vix.
Ah, lucky duck, Serenity.
Yeah,
You
but
get
one
to sleep.
The one person that needs to sleep all night. Just 4 hours.
She actually, she's a F.
Thank you.
Oh, I thought you benefited from.
She as a water elemental elf, she doesn't have trance.
Oh!
I thought you did. Oh,
She
well, no,
has
then
mental
lucky you go.
You need the sleep. It's fine.
So like she gets whole night's sleep. It is great. You are like passed out hard, just kind of laying there, mouth open, softly snoring, as everyone walks around you to wake everybody else up.
Me?
Boom.
Well, no, you.
Well, you are doing it now.
It's up to you how long that stays, or if you're laying there thinking. But like, whatever works. Either way, it's VNX.
We walk into the room.
But it's dark in there.
It's dark in
I'm
there.
gonna tell Levy, hey, if you see anything suspicious, bark.
You hear that with like the metal scraping, and then back, and then nothing. It doesn't breathe or move. He just stays.
Just a glowing eye.
Just glowing eyes in the dark by the door, really low.
Might terrify the poor.
Oh,
You awake?
sure.
So I hear Zill needs to apologize.
Which one of you is this?
Take a guess.
It's dark in here.
How perceptive you are.
He turns on the lantern again. For like the umpteenth time. It's like. So is this like a rolling interrogation thing?
We're just bored.
That's creepy as fuck, by the way. I've been staring at it for like 10 minutes in the dark.
He's a good boy.
Sure. Scaly Lady and Fox Lady. Cool. I will figure out your names later.
Some push off me.
Are you willing to trust us if we're able to come up with a plan to get you and Zill to talk openly?
If you were gonna just leave it at trust you, hell no.
No, I don't expect you to blindly trust me since we just met.
But if you can find a way to break Zill down enough to actually have a civil conversation, I might give it a shot. I don't need to know about it, but if he comes to me and wants to talk, I will talk.
Well, it will. What I'm thinking of will. You both will be sitting down at a table together. It will not be just one of you guys meeting the other alone in a room. It will be up on the shore deck.
Huh.
We'll keep him in mind.
So you're going to stage an intervention and with the entirety of the crew watching our conversation, and it will totally not be awkward.
Now you're catching on.
Oh god.
I'm guessing you guys want some privacy.
Uh,
I'm the one
Well,
who
with
make this
some. Let me just hold it back just in case.
I don't know what's.
I do it too, but
I've only known him for like 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll find out.
we all have abandonment issues. He's not the first guy to not want to talk about his feelings.
Sure. Just happened to be the last person I expected. To show up for this.
Well, he didn't really have a choice at first.
You didn't really know it was someone he knew until he did you on board.
It's really great to hear that Zill rescued me by having no choice.
Oh, no.
Oh, that wasn't him. That was...
No, that. I'm talking about how he joined the party. He asked. No, he was, when he delivered the note, we all got shuffled into the palace.
That's true.
And then they were like, oh, by the way, you're all going. Are you part of the party? If not, we're going to hurt you. Yep, I'm here. Like,
I never heard that story.
That's a pretty effective means of coercion.
yeah.
We're still here.
At the end of the day, he could have left at any point. He chose to stay.
Alright.
And to be fair, we didn't know who the fuck we were coming to get.
It's fair.
So we were just as surprised as you were when we pulled that bag off here.
That works, I guess. Well, for the record, I guess I'm glad it was you guys. I mean, you would be capable of dealing with whatever were to come up, right? You have a reputation by now.
May I ask exactly what our reputation is? Because I've heard stories, and some of them are not all the ways accurate about what really transpired.
Make a persuasion check.
At least if I were persuading argument.
Mhm.
That is a 19.
19. Yeah, works. Look, I've heard of the Crimson Tide only in passing within the court. You all have been a thorn in the Dokae Kingdom's side. I've heard the General, Lysander Garrick, has had issues with you. I've heard that the Triadic Crusaders have had issues with you. I've heard that you've been destabilizing and then restabilizing the Karakian government. That tends to send ripple effects across the world stage. And if you're capable enough to do those things, then I guess that you would be able to deal with whatever the Harpies send after us.
Question.
Yeah.
The Lysander guy, was that the guy that was actually Germain in disguise?
No. No, you have never heard of Lysander.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure before,
Would I know anything from the Dokae Kingdom? Do you have my hit list?
Yeah, shit.
What? It was?
I mean, it is a hit list.
We're going to talk later about this.
Let me double check.
I hurt my finger. I killed them. Finger went down.
Just scroll up in my notes to go and double check where exactly he is. Okay. But regardless, I mean, you would otherwise not have heard of him.
Yeah, I would. I'm pretty sure.
It's a lot of pages.
Control F.
Okay, well, while you're looking for that,
I can't.
Oh.
I can't. We'll come back to that.
Yeah.
Well, while he's looking for it, then he'll interrupt and say whether you know.
Yeah, if I find it.
Yeah. Well, I can't speak much on this Lysander
Garrett.
Lysander fellow you speak of. Don't know who that is. Never met him before. Don't know what problems we've apparently caused him. What was the? I know you said Syric Waste. What was the Trinidad?
The Triad.
Triad. Were those the slavers?
Those were. There was a slaving team, and the Triadic Crusaders were Lebechian forces that were, for some reason, in the
Oh,
It
they
was when we were up like
They
by
were
the
the
wall
war
area.
ostriches.
The war ostriches. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, as for the Lebechian forces, we were sent to stop the slavers. We're working with them by the kingdom of the Syriac Waste, by the Sultan. We were asked to solve that problem. They were stealing people from the Syriac Waste and selling them into slavery.
Good to know.
They also had war ostriches. Those were fun.
Killed one with a catapult.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Nice.
Those were cool. And as for destabilizing and restabilizing the government, that is also true. Because the Sultan wanted to have a more reshaped society, a little more democratic society, and needed assistance with that.
All right.
So
you are for hire contractors.
more or less, yes. But we are a little slightly more selective than that.
Okay.
Okay, not all of us want to burn shit, Lemba. Calm down. Not all of us have a hard-on for setting things on fire. We do not want to intentionally hurt the greater good of society. I guess I don't know how to word that. This is what X's intelligence is not doing for service.
Our goal isn't to harm, it's to help.
Most people's are.
I mean,
I guess
that's
that
fair.
just makes you most people.
This would actually done shit.
Most people haven't survived 2 dragon assassinations.
Ah.
I can applaud you for that.
Thank you.
Well, look, if you do have a chance to get Zill to sit down and talk, by all means.
And you're open to whatever obviously we're not going to hurt you, but whatever means necessary for the two of you to do it?
I mean, I don't need to know, but if he comes and wants to talk, I'll talk.
Yeah. Sounds good.
You would not know. Lysander Garrett.
Okay. Not on the list.
Nope.
Well, I suggest you get some sleep.
Yeah, I can give that a shot.
We'll have some fun to take care of in the morning.
Yeah, you'll have a lot of fun there, huh?
Oh, trust us. Well, some of us will rather enjoy it.
I get the sense I know of one of you that might.
He's not the only one.
Well, then yes, I am going to go to bed. And you will stand in the dark with a creepy metal dog.
Yes.
Wait, what?
Good night.
Do you need a nightlight at all?
No, those two fucking creepy eyes will serve me totally fine.
Well, I can make little constellations on the ceiling.
If it helps Levy turn off eye function.
Disconnect eyes.
The eyes go. It's just getting covered by those little metal discs. And he's like, fucking shit. He lays down and lays down on top of the covers on his back for a second before he just kind of looks and douses the lantern, and you hear him shifting in bed as he rolls over to face the wall. Like, if I can't see them, they're not there.
X is next to the bed looking down. Kidding. He's
The rest of your shift otherwise comes to an end relatively easily. And morning begins to kind of peek over the horizon. It's really weird and very unsettling for you. If you've been on the water and you expect the sunrise to come with good things, and all it does is go, ocean! And you're like, no! It's just, you look out the windows from the captain's quarters, and it's just water. Like, you're expecting an island or something, and it is just open ocean, and you're like,
That's nice. Can I hurry up and make my cloak of mancer right? Put it on for
if you want to spend a couple hours on your shift working on it, that would be fun.
It wouldn't take so long.
nice.
So, morning comes. All of you wake up. What are you doing?
We're gonna party.
I pushed Lemma off of me because I'm assuming she was near me.
Yeah, I so we
Yeah,
long rest, everybody.
I already did. I open my eyes and it's like the cartoon where it's just straight open, and I push them. I'm just like, let me get out of the way. And I quickly run across the ship out of the room or whatever thing, and I'm just like, where is he? I want to see him. I need to see him.
They are currently still doing their watch, so you guys hear Zill yelling, where is he? Where is he? I want to see him! I need to see him!
Levy? We'll find him.
You hear, and as the door, you open the door to let him out. Shut the door behind him, letting a dog outside. You just hear on the wood above you as you begin to come up from below decks this and the mechanical slamming and creaking sound as something comes towards you.
God.
It's making its way towards the top of the stairs as you're making your way to the bottom of the stairs, and you're like, and it's this metal dog that just kind of rounds the top and then looks down and goes, and the eyes go at you.
At me?
Yeah.
Oh.
And you're like,
uncomfortable.
Nice doggy, and I pat it on the head.
Yeah, you go up and you pat it on the head and it goes, bark! you're like, ooh, just gotta keep going.
Damn.
It just follows you the entire way as you make your way past the sailors that are doing the rest of their job, like actually sailing the ship, maintaining the sails, everything that way, and you stop forward towards the captain's quarters, where you know he is staying. And you two are in the inside.
Oh, they can hear him coming.
Yeah, you hear the like
Big ass
soft footsteps, and then from your dog.
Jeez.
It's like, I open the doors, and I'm just like, where are they?
Calm your tits, bud.
You see him currently laying facing the wall in the bed.
Okay, it's fine. How long has he been asleep?
About 3 hours.
Maybe 3 hours?
Oh.
We'll see at least 5 minutes. That doesn't matter.
I'm in here probably interrogating him from the first floor.
fair. Probably were. We come up behind him from the mic, like, what the fuck, Zill? Why do you shove on me?
It's fine, and I put my hand on the bed. So it's fine. It's fine. You guys are good to go. I'll wait until he wakes up. Unless you want to stay, in which case, by all means.
I'm gonna stay.
I think we're gonna have a chat with you first, buddy.
Yeah.
Stay with me.
Like group chat? Like,
Yeah, I want a group chat with you, bud.
I'll stay in here with him if you want to have a one-on-one with Zill.
No, he'll be asleep at least for another 2 hours.
We're gonna have a group chat with you, bud.
Okay.
Cool. Go get everybody. Where? Scream.
You
I'm
sleepily toggle your way towards
I'm
the
like-
stairs again,
Shove everyone with my feet, like, get up. Yeah.
which is a feat given that they're in a hammock and you almost push them out.
too early for this. Oh.
Apparently, we want to talk.
Oh, yeah, good, actually.
X
Yeah, let me know another time.
X wants to talk about some. I don't know. You think that you get love.
Yeah, no, this is probably good.
Wake
Okay.
everybody up.
It's like, okay, so you want to talk.
I come up.
Is everybody here?
Yeah,
Cindy
yeah.
and Serenity? Are they here too?
Yeah, I dragged everybody.
Cool.
Like, there you go.
She dragged us all by the ear.
Okay, so he must have told you something. Ooh, did he tell you that he misses me and that he wants me back? No. Say that. Oh, is he at all sorry at all for what he did? Well, he must be. He has to be. Clearly not my fault. It's not
Oh.
the media, but it's like,
He's not quite sorry at all.
What'd you
yeah.
say?
what?
He's not quite sorry at all.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, Zill.
Uh,
Called you a dumbass and says you need to apologize. And mean
In
it.
fact, this quite rude about it.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Really talking to
I'm
her.
sorry, beg pardon.
Yeah, but I think
Well.
why? You left. I missed something.
It's okay. We're about to fill you in
Celeste
here.
and Sudi know more. I just know that if we want to go anywhere and get anywhere with this, Zill needs to apologize for being a dick.
Oh,
Why do I need to apologize?
so he said
okay.
he won't tell us anything
must-
if Jill doesn't apologize?
All I know is, Zill is emotional problems and is very prideful and needs to apologize. That's about as much as I know.
It's like my choice to apologize and don't talk to us. Yeah?
I don't know, Celeste, you told me about it. You seem to have more information than I do.
So, Sudi and I had a little chat with him. And he was telling us his side of the story, which is good. And basically, in short, he said you had your doubts about whether or not you guys, continue this relationship, and he wanted to provide for you all this great stuff, but you just, I don't know, we're doubtful. I'm not really sure. But I would love to hear your side of the story about what actually happens. But
I'm just dying to know.
yeah, because it sounded like you said, fuck it, I don't want anything to do with you. You do your thing, I'll do my thing. And he said, okay, fine, I'll go.
No, that is not how it happened at all.
Okay, enlighten us.
It was... We were finishing up classes. He wanted to talk about where we were going in our future, both relationship-wise and career-wise, and we both needed to write stories, and we figured we'd write it together, so we were in our room. And he starts to explain that he wants to go to the Dokae Kingdom. I immediately am defensive because it's a hostile environment for anybody who isn't a fucking human. And he might be from there, but, you know, he doesn't have to partake in everything that they do, and he did it. He's a really nice, sweet guy who... he's nice and he's sweet, that's what it is. And...
Sure.
When he said that, he kind of threw me for a loop. We talked, we yelled, we argued, neither of us got any action. We were stressed, and he finally said, fuck it, I'm going there because I'm not having you pull me down anymore. So, we broke up. So, I don't see why I'm the one who has to apologize, considering he didn't take into consideration my feelings at all about the possibility of me dying immediately stepping foot or being thrown in prison. One person can't vouch for another person. You'd have to have a whole army vouch for you for there, just by being a different race.
Have you thought about apologizing and then maybe he would apologize back? But if you're the bigger person, you do it first, and then he will recognize and he will also apologize?
No, because I'm always the bigger person in everything. I always have to apologize for his antics that get a little bit too risque and actually trying to manipulate people versus just entertaining them.
See, that's more of a power bond. I'm sorry, I love you very much.
I'm sorry, what exactly needs to happen here?
He needs to apologize to me.
Not for you, for to get the information from him. Did they just need to talk, or did Zill actually need to apologize?
I think Zill has to apologize.
Calmly without yelling, if I remember.
Calmly without,
I can do that.
Alright, it's time for Zill to apologize.
I mean it.
Would you like some help, buddy?
Well, wait.
We're all waiting.
Fine, I'll talk.
You want me to make it easier for you?
No, I don't want to make it easier for me. It's already going to be hard enough to sit there and look at his gorgeous face.
Yeah, that's what we
I
said.
mean, his hideous
Are you
face.
going to actually apologize?
I can... I'm a performer, of course I can.
Oh, you're going to perform an apology.
I don't know.
What do we think? Do we trust Zill to go it all on his own, or should we help him out a little
Maybe
bit?
we should help him.
Great!
I'm in favor of helping Zill.
Whoa.
Is everybody raising their hands?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
And casting. Jeez! Whatever it is.
Yes.
Yes! I'm
Jeez.
why you don't want to.
Yeah, this is what you want to dyslexic.
Can you pause this real quick?
It's G-A-E.
No, G-E-A-S.
G-E-A-S.
Place
Gaius?
a magical command on a creature you see within range, forcing it to carry out a service or refrain from an action or from activity if you decide. And I'm going to say, go apologize calmly and mean it.
Is there a
You have to
save?
do a waste of time.
Yeah, it's the same. I'm just like, it's gotta be saved. My wisdom's not that hard. It's only a +1. Okay.
Fuck, okay.
What's it gonna be? That's a nat 20! I swear to God! I don't want to meet it!
I don't want to apologize and mean
I
it.
get a C.
I mean, I can do it again.
Well, let me try.
Okay.
What kind of
No, never mind.
And as soon as he walks up, I just look at him. I walk up to him, and if he's like, they're having some sort of mental battle or something, and he looks focused as fuck. I don't know what happens with his face that tells me that he won or something. I don't know, but I walk up and I crush a vial in his face. And
I'd probably go.
Oh no! What is it?
You need to make a save.
Fuck.
What kind of save?
You need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
Damn.
You're drunking the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Okay, my constitution's a +3. Let's see what this is. That's a 20.
Oh my
Not an
God.
just
That's fine. On a DC saving throw of 10, if successful, the user benefits from the effects of the spell Calm Emotions and has feelings of happiness that leads to a lack of inhibition. The user, due to this, also is under the effect of a localized Zone of Truth spell, which they automatically fail the save for. These effects last for 1d4 hours.
Holy fuck.
That's for 3 hours.
So for the next 3 hours, you cannot tell a lie. And you're like,
And you're calm as fucking
super
happy.
chill.
You're vibing like you're high as shit.
Is the
This
zone-
conversation
how
is going
wide
great.
is the zone? Is it just on me?
You are you
Yes.
specifically.
It is.
Okay, I didn't know if it had a
you-
radius
it's
effect.
No, it's the power. It's the
You
power from
are-
being
Okay.
inhaled.
You are a happy little tree in a Bob Ross painting. And
It takes because I rolled
Yeah.
a 3. It takes 3 hours to get out of your bloodstream.
Like,
So.
Great.
All right,
it's a drug called Euphoria.
all right, and we
This.
pretty much I
So
gave
that's
you.
what I'm on.
I made you
Yeah.
I gave you fucking Delta 9, and I go, all right, go have fun, and I like push you in the room. I go, hey, he's all yours.
And remember, you cannot tell a lie.
Yep.
Do we want someone to go in the room?
Yes, let's all go in. Let's go.
You're big about to refresh.
Sneaky, like.
Oh, come on, everyone. Press our ears to the door. Lie outside.
Okay, you turn into a fly.
He's gonna be a fly.
Okay, you turn into a fly and go in the room on his clothes because he doesn't fucking see you.
Bike, they change the fly.
So Lemba, make a stealth,
Okay.
please.
I'm just like, but because I know she can turn into these things, so it's,
Yeah.
and I'm
I
gonna put
wouldn't
it past
have
her.
gone with him. I would have like waited.
You would have gone in
like,
under the crack of the door, and then up on literally a fly on the wall.
I said it's probably gonna happen later. Here we are.
Well, that's what I was gonna say because I know she's a druid and would do this kind of thing. Am I able to make? Is Zill able to make a check?
You can make a perception check versus her stealth.
Patient.
Okay.
I
My
have
perception is
disadvantage
really
on
good.
stealth,
but-
that's still true if I'm a fly.
Okay.
Why would you have disadvantage? Is that your armor?
Yeah.
You do not, as a fly, but you have to use this fly's dexterity.
Oh. Damn it. I gotta find dexterity
Yeah.
for a fly.
Yeah.
So it's
or
not.
Serenity could just turn invisible and go in there with her.
And that's true
That's
too.
what I said.
Oh, we didn't.
Oh,
We didn't hear you.
apologies. Sorry.
Oh, then let Serenity do it. She's got the calm emotion guy anyway, so it'll help with.
She also can
He's
make
not
you all
invisible.
invisible.
Yeah.
We don't
All
all
of you
need to
can go in.
We don't all need to go
But you
in.
know what's super incognito is a giant glowing peace spirit in the room.
No, I thought the peace spirit was kind of invisible.
No.
No.
Oh,
A
never
piece-
mind.
Yeah.
It's this angelic floating white spectral entity. It's
Well,
just
how-
like "Bah," into the room.
Alright, well, Serenity can be invisible on her own and just go in and chill.
Oh, okay, they're pretty good dexterity. Whew, took me a while to find a freaking fly.
It's my perception. My perception versus her.
Yes, if you want
Okay.
to, you can. And yeah, perception versus her stealth.
I'm gonna help you out because I know that you need to be stealthy.
Oh, I get to.
+3.
Ooh! Okay,
What's yours?
19.
Nope. Okay.
You have no idea. You walk in and it's I'm walking on sunshine. Yeah. If you go in and as the door is shutting, X kind of stops it with her foot as a fly goes and zips over to the wall really quickly.
Zill's more of a don't worry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. Just kind of slowly as you handle.
Before this continues, I would like to roll to make popcorn with my bag of bounty because we're all gonna have our ear pressed
Absolutely.
against the door anyway.
Yeah, we really
Absolutely.
are.
Oh fuck, guys, don't eat the popcorn. It's not popcorn.
What was it?
It's a one.
It's a one, like, regular
She
corn.
pulled out.
Corn.
She pulled out a red and white popcorn little box thing,
Filled with
and it
corn.
is like the worst year-old caramel corn you've seen.
Oh.
It's supposed to be regular
Hey,
popcorn.
write that down. I got a 1.
I know. Yeah.
Great. What is
Sorry,
it?
guys.
Are you gonna redo it?
Excellent 17. We have aristocratic popcorn, ladies and
Yo,
gentlemen.
let's go.
Didn't
Wow, you got a real bottle on there too.
I did. Yeah, we have
Beautiful.
the good
You
margin.
pull out this
Good
large, like,
shit.
almost like an aluminum tin equivalent of popcorn, and just
God.
parse it out to everybody as you sit there against the door listening. As you walk in and the door shuts behind you,
Have fun, bud.
Asbjorn is
Yeah.
sitting up in bed, currently, like, putting his boots back on after his night's sleep. He's got, like, just, his plain black pants, his shirt, and he's kind of pulling his boots back on and going, "Morning."
Hi.
Hi. What do you want?
Do you want to talk? Let's talk.
Who said I want to talk?
All of my friends. I said I had to do something, but we need to talk first before that happens.
And what do you want to talk about?
Why don't we talk about... It'll be nice. Why don't we talk about why you decided to just up and leave?
Why I decided to up and leave? For a chill morning conversation?
Dude.
You and I both know neither of us have ever been chill, and you are being a drama queen right now.
Oh, I'm being a drama queen.
A little bit, yes.
Fine. Fine. You really want to know why I left? Oh,
Yeah.
There's more in. I left because it became abundantly clear that your opinion of me wasn't high enough to trust me. You didn't think that I could help navigate my homeland to keep you safe. And that hurt.
It's not that I never trusted you. I've always trusted you.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You couldn't humor me anything past that first conversation.
It was hard, okay? You sprang it out of nowhere on our last few weeks of classes saying that you want to go to a kingdom that doesn't accept anybody unless you're a human. I'm just supposed to go along with it?
No, you're supposed to talk to me and trust me. Trust that I care about you. Which made it very clear that you didn't thought I care about you. And that you didn't trust me enough to believe in me. At least not the same way I did believe in you before. So I decided, fine, I guess I should cut my losses and try to make another life.
I'm sure rushing.
Asa, can you honestly say that you... I hate all of you. I'll hit this. It's like, can you honestly say that I would have doubted you? In any other instance, you have my back, I have yours. Not a problem in the world. I could have gone anywhere. Anywhere. But back to your home kingdom. Not because everybody there is terrible, but because the laws are the laws, and they probably wouldn't have wanted me. No matter how much you could have protected me, or how much you could have, convinced other people, even if it was good people around us. You're obviously not one of the bad people who despises everything else. Anyway. If there was more of a security element than just hoping that just being a performer, they would just take me like anywhere else and just be a vagabond, essentially. Like, come on. Doubting you is something that I just never do. I would never doubt your skills in a witty banter match or anything else that is highly intellectual.
Make persuasion check.
Would I have advantage?
Not anymore.
But I'm so chill. No,
You are chill. That's helping. You
Okay.
did not say something that pisses him off.
doesn't matter. That's another 28.
28. Okay. That's good to hear. It's a little late. Look, I tried to bring this up a few times. I tried to talk about this as a plan, and you kept shutting me down. I wanted to do this. I told you about that night, and from there, it spiraled out of control. You never wanted to hear about it. You didn't want to hear about what I had to say, and it became more and more clear with every hour back then that it wasn't going to work. Because you wouldn't even let me tell you what I had planned. You want to know what I had planned? Now?
Sure, humor me.
You ever heard of the Copper Heartwood?
Oh.
They're a resistance group. I was going to have us join in with them. Tell the stories of literally toppling Queen Melistraine. But, I guess that wasn't any of interest to you because you never even wanted to hear about it.
Well, you're right.
You couldn't humor me. You couldn't trust me. That is why I left. And look, I told your friends, all I really need is to know that you're a different person now. I want to go back to just being friends. I want to be able to talk. I want to be able to support you and not have the obligation of hating you in the process. Can we do that?
I have to think of how eloquently I'm going to say this. Okay. Sorry. I'm willing to have a peace and talk this out over the period of time it takes us to get to the kingdom. Being friends, well, I still like that very much. But it's gonna take a while to get over the fact that you left.
Suppose that's fair enough. Look, I've missed working with you. I've missed being able to have these performances done with you. I've missed having our own adventures. And that's what has made me so angry all this time. I could have been doing all of this with you. But just isn't in the cards anymore. So we'll have our own adventures. You've got a group. Apparently I'm going to go and serve this princess in the capital as an informant. Do you have any idea what she needs from me? What am I walking into here, man?
I don't have all the details. The only thing I know is that we were to retrieve an informant who was to be an ally to help the Romantian Empire. And that's all I know. So that's all we were sent. And we didn't get a name, but had we gotten a name...
Would you have come?
No, the party would have come regardless, and they would have just dragged me by my ears. X is very persuasive that way.
X is the...
The Dragonborn.
Yeah, I get the sense she'd fuck you up.
But deep down she's lovable. There's a layer that I'm working away at.
Man, I want to know what I say about all.
Oh, you will.
Let the bunny
eventually.
boy talk.
Look, okay, we can try, and we can talk over the course of this journey, and however long. Well, you said like in 2 days, so like a day. For the course of the day, we'll talk. We can find a way to just be okay. Then great.
And I suppose I can say I'm sorry.
His eyes open wide, and he kind of like almost. He's sitting on the edge of the bed, but he's kind of like almost put onto his back foot in the process. He's like, "Wow. Why are you sorry?"
What do you think for?
Hey, you're calm. You're still on drugs. Calm yourself, boy.
Whoa.
Calm yourself, boy.
Just like,
What are you for, man?
no. Just like, what do you mean? We're hitting you with a frying pan. Twice.
And are you sorry for how things ended?
Um,
Saying the truth, bitch. You can't lie.
I know.
How do you really feel?
Let's hear it. This is what we've all been waiting for.
Like everyone said, they went.
You were like 80 bats are like, hurry, there's nothing in here.
You heard on the other side of the door when he said something. The X was like, and then about all you heard, you're like,
So I'm like, what? It's like, just like, I am. I'm sorry we didn't get more time to do things together, and I've regretted not jumping on the boat.
make a persuasion check.
That is a 20.
And I'm sorry for not listening. I should have taken more time. I should have tried to compromise.
So, do we hug? Do we kiss? Are you bending over anytime soon?
No, you sit down and listen, because there's something that you do need to know.
Ooh.
Okay. I flipped the chair, because at this point it was probably flipped over at some point.
Yep.
Prior to this meeting, I'll pick the chair back up and I sit down and I'm just like, okay. What do you need?
Lysander Garrick came to court.
Wait, do you know this person?
Make a history check.
Well, Vix and I don't.
Oh, okay.
Guarantee I don't.
That is a 15.
15. You heard it earlier once. He's like a general from the Levant Empire.
But I lived in the Lebeshin, so I get advantage?
No, that's why you got to make the check versus everybody
Oh.
else who wouldn't have been able to.
Oh,
And besides,
I have no
we're
idea.
listening outside the door, so,
Yeah.
man.
You came, and it was about all of you guys. Something about how much you were a problem. It's one of the last conversations I got to be able to hear. And you got names.
Was my name on there?
Well, yes, all of your names were on there, but other names.
Like who?
Halloween, Valmorin, Moraville.
No! I hate you!
Let him continue. Hold on.
Garenville, Lorendil,
These fucking
Euleril.
brothers.
These are your sisters.
You told me about them before, and so I know that they're important to you.
Oh, that's why you wanted that information. I hate you. I'm not ready for this. Just like,
They know who our families are too. Fuck.
Mine's all dead.
He's not sure who your family is.
Same. Right.
Well, I think they're dead.
My family's real fucking hard to find.
was it just all my sisters?
Your entire family.
Oh, sisters and mom and dad. Okay.
Yep.
Mom and pop sisters. Okay.
So look, I heard about this. He was given names and he left. I don't know what their plan is. Don't know anything other than that they came up. And very shortly after this point was when I was taken. I was serving in the court for a while. I heard this conversation. I didn't think much of it, but apparently it was something I shouldn't have heard. Before I knew it, in the middle of the night I was grabbed, taken from my chambers, stuffed into a bag, and then darkness. I don't know anything else. Later on, I ended up waking up somewhere. I assume wherever you found. So it's been some time, but I can't imagine that a conversation that I shouldn't have heard that had your family's names in it is any good for them. So look, as what I would hope to be is your friend, I need you to know that that happened. Remember, you're under the call emotion spell too.
And now, it's like, okay. I'll fucking kill him.
Your family?
Yes, my family. I'm gonna kill my family out.
I don't know, man. I've been talking about your family, and you said you're gonna kill them. So, I don't know what happens since I've been
Him,
gone.
open up your ears. Him. There's an H. H-I-M.
Oh.
Him.
Lysander Garrett?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Good luck, man.
We don't. I have to say the truth. It's like, I would be lying if I said we didn't need it, because holy shit, are we gonna need that? So, anything you can spare.
For
Any information, anything.
oh, I mean, I'll tell the princess too, but like, the Dokae Kingdom has been working to establish an army. I assume it's because of the current war effort. They don't want to be attacked. They need to have an army prepared. Just something. And I assume, since you told me about those two men that stopped you on the way out, those were probably Dokae harpies. And if they let you go with me, there's a reason.
Right. Wonderful. How long has it been? Oh, we've been talking.
I mean, upwards of maybe an hour. It doesn't take all that long for this conversation.
Get out of it.
Just need to know how long it's been. Right. So, let you go because they probably are tracking you somehow. Kill Lysander Garrett.
Pretty heavy checklist.
Well, I'm still mad a little, so honestly speaking, if they came back for you, I'm still 50-50, 60 on handing you back over. I don't know why I'm being truthful.
It's refreshing.
I don't understand what that entirely means, considering
You don't lie, but you're never this calm and open.
No, it's weird.
If this is how it was before, this was how it was when we were talking before, probably would have gone a very different.
I to disagree at this point in time. Don't give me that look.
Whatever the case, I'm gonna look for a little bit of food. And I assume that you need to go and touch base with the rest of your group. So,
Yeah, hey group! I'm almost 100% positive you all have your ear pressed up against that door because you want to hear every little juicy detail that came out here.
Just open the door.
Just like, I'll just...
We spill into
It's just like, it's just like,
everywhere.
it's just like, oh, you want to see them? It's just like, okay, hey guys!
Them pop into the room. No, correct.
yeah, for some reason, she's missing. And you're like, huh.
Hey, Buzz, bitch! Where you at? I know you were in here now.
I climb out, fly out on the room. I can play with the waves. I fly over to the gap. Like, hey.
Turn back, now, please.
Oh man. Fly digital. Been in the air and person.
Nice.
Thank you, that helps very
Popcorns
much.
all over the floor.
Yeah, this really good
Like,
looking
What?
popcorn all
It's not like
over
you
the
didn't know we were in here the whole time.
I had a hunch, but I also
I was.
just like,
By the way, he stands up and walks over to you. I'm really sorry. And he hits you over the head with a stone. It breaks over your head.
Oh my god!
You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
We launched laughing.
Judy's rolling on the fucking floor.
Jesus Christ.
We're all having a great time.
great, I went from 80 to
I'll give you
82.
that.
Oh yeah.
He goes, gives you
I'm dying.
High fives all around.
and then he goes and he hands the handle, which is still in his hand, back to Sudi. And pulls you back up from the floor where he hit you down to, and goes, "We're friends now.
We're even.
We're even. It works."
Yeah, you guys made up. Thank God.
Question.
Question?
You said a lot of names came up. Remember any others?
I mean, a bunch of those.
Were any of those names you heard not one of your siblings?
No, they were all my siblings.
So that was like all his family.
It was my mom, my dad, and my.
We're just double checking in case you're like, I didn't recognize.
I mean, they didn't have a name, but they had this description of a couple people.
Okay.
I mean, they had one that was living in Moonshade, a recluse, and a dragonborn woman that was somewhere, but they didn't know where.
It's your mom.
That's my mother.
So for 2 moms, who else you got?
So far, that was it. I mean, they had a couple more, like, of the elves, but...
What about elves?
They seem to be on another plane, and apparently he isn't a part of your group anymore, so...
Oh,
it was
great,
Lockwood's family.
Okay.
So, unless you care, I mean, they seem to be far enough removed that they aren't in too much danger.
No, it'll be fine. They're not
Yeah.
So,
Well,
he takes it, starts eating.
how long ago did you hear these names?
A few weeks ago.
I'm immediately going to sit down, and I'm going to scry on Celeste's mom,
Oh.
Okay.
since I know her.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Let's see.
I was right.
That is an 8 for a saving throw.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You see your vision pick up over the deck of the ship and flashes forward over the ocean towards the direction that the ship is traveling in. Again, flashes forward, flashes again, until you're around the familiar city of Moonshade. It zooms back in on her house, and she is there,
Okay.
surrounded by 3 people.
Oh,
In plain clothing that are currently talking.
Oh.
They don't seem to be doing anything aggressive. And she doesn't look like she's, comfortable.
Right.
But at the same time, she's like answering questions and talking with them. So you don't know what's happening. But most of her answers from what you get are, no, I don't know where she is. She left weeks, almost a month ago. No, I don't know where she would have gone. Look, if you're looking for her, I don't know what you want me to do about it, but you can try to ask around. No, she didn't have many friends when she was here, but there was one friend that went towards the capital. Didani?
Oh shit.
Not the
She maybe might know. Well, if you find her, I'm sure that Didani will be a help, and hopefully it'll be okay. And then your vision pulls back out, and you snap back into yourself.
I'm like, guys, that's bad.
Wait, what?
They found your mom. She seems fine. She's at home. But they're questioning her. She doesn't know where you are. She gave them Didani's name. Who is currently with the princess.
Good thing we're gonna be back in 24 hours.
I'm going back inside. They're birds.
Not this far out at sea.
Are
there birds?
She needs a bird.
If I give a
That's it.
bird, I can tell.
You are
I'm missing my bird.
currently-
Oh, da 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 da.
Because unless you told them to cut straight across, you are along the trade route. So you are far enough out at sea that you're not passing many of the islands.
We're like,
So there's not land anywhere near you.
starting bills was here, so we're
If I had birds, I
You
could
would
do
be
things.
closer to this
I think
edge,
I think
and you'd be following
Okay.
along the edge.
up here.
Fine.
Kind of, almost.
You said we're only about a day out.
Yeah, but a day out, that whole stretch takes like 2 days.
Yeah, so we would have passed these isles in the night, so we're probably close to like here.
Probably about there.
Alright, so we should get there almost by nightfall, if not morning.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
That's really not good. I mean, I'm not too worried because she'll be with the princess fully, and the princess is very heavily guarded. Still,
Yeah, well, we have a bunch of people there that we need to be careful. We gotta look out for.
yeah, I guess so. Well, it's certainly going to be interesting these next few hours, days.
So what you're saying is that there is a potential threat rocketing towards the princess, which is where you're taking me.
Indeed.
Smart one, bud.
Can we change our direction?
Nope.
You want some stories? No, we are not. doing
I
that.
love a good story. I would rather be just on the outskirts and watching it happen. Maybe jumping in the fray if I think I can handle it.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, that's
you never
not
really
happening.
did like to get your little hands dirty on anything. That's why I was always the clown.
True. Question. If I conjured my own bird, could then I then use that bird animal messenger?
Yes,
Great!
because then it's a bird.
Great!
Yeah.
I am gonna go outside and I am gonna cast Conjure Woodland Beings and make
How-
two birds.
How long does Conjure Woodland Beings last?
It lasts an hour, but they're fey creatures. I have to
Okay.
make a really fast one. Plan.
Are you doing Animal Messenger?
Yeah!
So they have to be beasts.
I can't make it work. I wanted to make it people in both
Wait,
cities.
can you just conjure a beast? A flying beast? On the same level?
Is that a spell?
No, your conjure.
No, I
Animals.
can't do that. That's what you can.
Sure, that to prepare conjure animals.
Yeah.
Which she didn't.
Isn't that
I
what
did
she
not.
just was?
No, she did
No, I
conjure
did-
woodland beings.
Oh.
So you can make a dryad.
That's not helpful though.
Huh? Can we either get someone to propel the boat forward with more force to move faster,
I
or
needed-
can Sudi dimension door to the princess?
I needed
Oh.
summon beast.
She needs to see where she's
That's
gonna
not
be
a
going.
spell.
But she's been there.
I have.
To a range of 500 feet.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Worth a shot.
I have gust of wind today. My unprepared tidal wave.
I know. Just breathe.
Makes a way. It's a road.
It
Wave.
makes a tidal wave. Which would sink your boat and make you go even slower.
Yeah. That would give you be just like there, and it'd be like 300
I'm
feet
just
off.
gonna keep watching for birds. Just waiting to hear
Make a
birds.
perception check.
Oh God.
It's like Limba. I see
gonna
Limba, and I'm just like,
collect
what are you
myself.
doing?
Watching for a bird.
In the middle of the ocean.
This
I'm-
is a smaller kind of sailing ship. It's not necessarily like a massive
bless.
3-mast sailing ship, but it's a small kind of runner ship.
Can Serenity just manipulate the water
There are
to
no
move us
birds.
fast?
What did you roll?
We should say,
Bass.
guys.
My God, it's a bird! And you look and you point.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And the rest of you watch as like the ashen smoke.
Try to roll on something that screw us all over. It's always good.
The ashen smoke from one of the sailors that is currently like smoking a cigar just kind of goes up past the vision and kind of forms the rough shape of a bird.
Oh man.
And you're like, oh, no.
Wow, nice.
Anybody let me know if you see a bird?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Whatever.
I'm
Do we
trying
have
really
enough,
hard to
like-
be able-
Mass material to make extra sails.
Do you ask one of the crewmen this?
Yeah.
You need more sails?
Just go faster.
We only have one mast and one sail. We can't really add anymore.
Yeah.
Can Serenity manipulate the water to make us go faster?
Yeah, probably. Depending on the spell.
Let me check my spell. What is it called again?
I don't know.
Street water? I don't know.
Shape water probably wouldn't be enough to do it.
Yeah. I think we talked about this before too. It's like I couldn't really.
Yeah, like shape water,
Wait,
there's a more
I-
powerful version called control water that you would be able to do it quite a bit more. But shape water would like not necessarily speed it up a lot, but it would speed it up by a comparable amount compared to like just catching the wind right.
For what?
I mean, what level of a spell is control water?
Don't know for sure.
Because I haven't seen that anywhere.
It might not be on the bard list.
Oh.
Yeah.
At least time.
So either way,
Alright, well, guess we're sailing.
it's about 6 more hours until you get there. Right now it's a little bit before midday. So you'll be getting there kind of close to dusk.
How if I make the sails bigger?
I mean, it would catch more wind, but at the same time, it would be looser. And so you're not 100% sure. You have this guy servitor.
I don't think that's gonna be able to pull a ship.
It's
Let's go run away.
Not unless it's tied to the ship.
So, you have 6 hours until you arrive at your destination around dusk. What would you like to do in the meantime?
I'm like pacing. I'm pacing the deck.
Did I finish my cloak yet?
Oh.
Of manta ray?
With another day's worth of time, depending on how much time it says it takes, I believe so.
It doesn't have a time. It just says like kind of no action time for whatever.
It says you can replicate an item, correct?
Yes.
Let's see.
Here's a thought.
Hold on, he's open quick.
Yeah.
I could be a sky surfer turtle.
Okay.
Oh! Would they fly faster than the boat is going?
Look.
How fast does the boat go?
The boat will take about 6 hours. You being able to use your dash and everything like that, you would arrive, I'd say maybe an hour, hour and a half before the boat.
If we're really feeling like it, I can be it.
I mean, sure.
I want to ride a turtle.
Who doesn't want to ride a turtle?
It's up to you guys. What do you want to do?
Well, however we get there.
Yeah.
Yup. I don't think much is. I don't think they're gonna be able to get from Shade Side or Moon Side or wherever the fuck they are
My ball.
to the Pine Hall in 6 hours.
No, they aren't. It'll take like 3 days.
Yeah, but they also seem like powerful spell people, so they could have, if they've been there before, they could
Yeah, they could have stuff
they
there.
could use powerful magic to just teleport there.
Yeah.
Fair. I don't know, Lumba. You want to turn into a sky turtle?
I'm just saying it's a possibility. If we're feeling like it's gonna be worth it.
It might just happen at the end of a long rest.
Yeah. So you would be able to finish it for that. Yep. There you go.
So I finished it overnight.
Yeah.
We can do
Okay.
Maybe somebody tell me
A
this.
little more okay in the water, but not.
A little bit, but
Only
not still not
one
quite
person
perfect.
can go.
Yeah.
You can't take all of us. They're not that big.
How big are they?
Like 10 feet.
Oh. That wouldn't be that helpful.
No, you can't
You were
take
thinking they were
everybody.
really
You
big.
either
I thought
go
they were
yourself
bigger.
and take one person with you.
Oh, no, if I was gonna only take one person, I would have picked something way faster.
No. They're only like 10 feet.
If they were big.
They're big
Well,
turtles.
couldn't we like tie a rope to her like leg or something and we can move the ship faster?
I don't think the 10-foot sky turtle is gonna move a big ass ship.
Okay.
I think
It was
we
worth a shot.
just sail. I think we just sail.
Alright.
Great, and we
Yeah.
can all get regaled by the great bard
It is what it is, you know.
sitting over
If
there.
my services are required, I suppose I could entertain.
Just play your lute.
Fine.
Read
I
my-
can do that.
Any good tales of amazing blacksmiths?
Not too many blacksmiths,
Oh.
but have run into a number of different craftsmen that have had issues. Terrible things happening around them, and someone needed to solve the problem. And he goes on and just nonstop keeps telling you about all of these towns that he's visited and these things that have been causing problems out in the jungle that are infiltrating the town, and how he stopped them. How he knows that he was on a team that stops them, or other things that he has seen and stuff like that. It's a lot. One of the more gruesome stories he tells you is a story of how he was around in a town that had currently been struggling as people went missing in the night. And they kept finding their corpses hollowed out with eggs on the inside.
Ew, what the fuck?
more gruesome. And he goes, yeah, we never really figured out what was doing that, but you know, like we shored up the walls and did what we could.
We once followed the track of a serial killer who killed all the women who looked alike and ripped out their hearts and left them holding their hearts.
That was fun.
It was really fun.
Sort of a cannibalistic tribe.
There?
No, like, was it the cannibals? I thought it was Gerard
it was
Belladonna who
people,
did that.
Belladonna trying to kill people that looked vaguely like Sue.
Yeah,
Well, it was on the same trail as the cannibalistic cult.
yeah, that was, you're right. It was right before we met that
Cannibalistic cult.
So,
Yes.
this is all in character. He's doing all of it.
Oh yeah, that time. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So, over the course of the day, you don't see much. You don't experience much except for the stories that Asbjorn keeps telling. Eventually, you see Pine Hall in the distance.
Oh, thank God.
As dusk begins to kind of take the sky. Make a perception check for me.
Oh,
All of us? That's 20.
Nat 20,
17.
17,
a lot, like 22.
22.
21.
Alright.
18.
There's something in the water.
Oh.
What?
No, fudge.
Something. There's like a lot of something's in the water.
Oh.
Like
oh.
people? Boats?
You're looking around and kind of looking over the side, and they're slightly glowing. And you're kind of watching, and it's beautiful, but also weird at first because you're like, "What's in the water?" Eventually, you, with your nat 20, see a very small turtle rise from the water, glowing like a flickering candle with its heartbeat.
Oh my God.
As
Lantern turtles.
as a group of them are feeding in the waters just outside of the
So cute. Oh. Do you have one?
My camera.
I do not have one yet. Are we like near
You-
port? Like
No, you're like, you can see it, but you're like 3 or
As
4
if
miles.
you're warble.
okay, but like they're just kind of chilling there.
They're swimming around and they're feeding, and every now and then they come up and get a little bit of air and then go back down.
How fast in feet is the boat moving?
Pretty fast. Like you're leaving them behind
Ah.
as you see them. So like you're going through them and they part as the boat goes through, and then continue feeding. You see them and it's this wonderful natural wonder.
Makes the water a little less scary for everyone. But
It's very pretty.
I want to swim with them.
There's nothing stopping you.
it's called.
I have a question.
Yeah.
If you go in there, oh, wait, do really quick.
So, I, as a bard,
Okay.
have enhance ability. Am I able to enhance my own ability?
Does it say you can target yourself?
You touch a creature and bestow upon a magical enchantment. So just as you touch a creature,
At the
instead of-
risk of my previous
Okay.
errors, yes, you can touch yourself.
Whoa.
you're on the chip.
Please don't touch yourself like
Not like my tree.
You are a creature within the range of touch. So
Great. I would like
Are we within
to.
120 feet
uh,
Of the what?
of the turtles?
I mean,
Already?
yes, I would say.
If you hop in, grab one quick, I can teleport you back into the ship.
I don't want to take one from its hole. I just want to swim with them.
Could turtle vamp them.
That's against my will. I don't want to just turtle now.
You had to take. Well, that's like. Oh, never mind. That's fine.
I jump in the water
Oh my god.
Oh, right.
and I swim with the turtles.
What are you enhancing?
Okay, I'm gonna teleport you back once we get almost to the end of range.
And I tap one. I tap one while I'm in the water.
Well, I
Okay, I don't have any check.
will fail it. I was going to do something as well to try to
fine.
get one, but it doesn't matter now.
5. You fall into the water, arms wide, eyes open, smile on your face, and you, first of all, belly flop.
Yeah, I saw that coming.
And it kind of hurts, but as you come to and look around and try to focus under the water, you see like 4 or 5 of them swimming as quickly as they can away from you.
Damn it.
And after about a second of going, You get teleported back to the ship. As it has left you behind and you are at the very end of your range going, back. And you're back.
I
work?
I have something I would like to do.
Okay.
Thanks, Face.
I would like to...
Never seen
How often are you able to cast that spell?
That's 120 feet twice. I already used it once, but at second level, I can do it for 90 feet 3 times.
Okay.
We're outside
I
of the
would-
range already.
No, I was gonna say, I have minor illusion. I was gonna cast that to make it seem like she's swimming with them since she missed out.
I'm already back. It's fine.
That's why I was asking if she could do it
Make a
again.
minor
She could jump
illusion
in
of a
again.
turtle
but
on the deck.
I don't want to waste a spell slot on that.
Especially for the battle soon.
Ooh, can I make the illusion around her, like they're just swimming around her while she's on the boat?
I will let you. You can make one turtle with minor illusion.
I'm just like
easily.
sitting there downtrodden on the boat.
I point at her and I make the magical mist, and it's a lantern, a lantern turtle,
Yeah.
and it just and I make it so that like it just swims and like is really just making her feel
Playful,
happy.
swimming, almost like Brother Bear with the spirits.
Yeah,
Just circling around
And I'm
you
just kind of like-
I do
playfully.
this.
I keep like trying to like touch it. Get like both arms in the air, like
Just
trying
like
to play
picks
with
it up,
it.
it breaks apart, and then reforms again.
Trying to play with it.
I make
Keep
it
touching the
go.
hologram.
I make it swirl up, and I vanish it out in like a very nice, peaceful manner because I'm calm.
It puffs and the little glitter falls down on towards you
There we
and
go.
disappears.
I am ecstatic. I am pleased.
You arrive back in port otherwise, without relative issue.
I am no longer charmed or
No,
under the.
you are totally fine.
Am I aware that?
You are aware that she very obviously walked up to you and went with a vial of something,
Just like,
and then you felt trippy. So, like, you would know that she did something.
like, X.
Yeah.
Thank you for the turtles.
You're welcome. Next time, you can just hand me the bottle and tell me to take it.
No, I prefer the surprise aspect of drugging everyone against their will.
God.
Surprise Quaaludes! Oh my god.
You're gonna learn, Claire, farther in the video recordings. They keep forgetting that I'm pretty much a pack mule, and I just have a fuck ton of drugs on me right now. They do a bunch of different. I mean, I've used
Yeah.
a lot of them, but like, at one point, I had a lot of fucking drugs.
Yeah.
And
Thanks.
I just have them on me, so I just use them when I feel like they
Did you
need to
never
be
give
used.
them away?
They were given a pack of evidence to transport up to a larger town, and she just kind of.
No, we did. We turned some of them
Because you
in.
turned in the
middle of
stuff
that
for
right
the
now.
school that was like, research this new thing, what is this? And they were like, we don't want to get caught with these illegal drugs.
So I've just been holding on
And
to
so she
them.
kept it.
Yeah.
So I just have a lot of drugs. I'm just a drug mule.
Tired time.
Yeah.
But they've come in handy. Every time I've used them, it's come in handy.
Yeah, no, you're not
So-
wrong.
You're welcome.
You are not wrong.
You come to port, aware of everything that is concerning to you. And take a break.
Okay.
Yay.
So we'll come back and deal with all of that in a moment. But jumping back in, you have all arrived at the Pine Hall port.
Yay.
Dusk and night is slowly looming, but you've got business to deal with. What's your plan?
I mean, we go straight to the cat.
How long does it
Yeah.
take to walk to the castle from here?
Maybe like 20-30 minutes.
Do we need to come in the front or the
Would
back?
we like to pre-warn them
We're
we're on
just
our
going
way?
Okay.
We can just go in the front.
Would we like to pre-warn them we're going to be there in 30 minutes?
Can you send a bird?
Is there a bird?
Birds exist, just nighttime.
Can I have dark vision.
Yeah, but
Can I see
birds
a bird?
won't.
I have dark vision. Can I go see that?
Okay, whoa, it's not about your guys' dark vision. A bird in the dark doesn't usually go.
We just walk there an owl?
There are seagulls all over the dock that have settled in for the night.
Let's just go walk.
Yeah.
I'm trying to really hard to make this work, guys.
I know.
Just
We
not, let's
appreciate it. We appreciate
Everybody
it.
don your robes.
It's just really bad timing.
We're all walking.
Yeah. You're hurrying in a relatively protective circle around Asbjorn, who at this point you notice looks like a old man and is walking relatively slowly as he has disguised himself.
You know, like good for him for
Great.
disguising himself.
I don't care.
Cool, we pick him up and carry.
you pick him up.
Axon's behind him, just carrying him, fucking like.
You grab him. He's pretty he's got some meat on him,
Whoa.
and so you're like, whoa. But between you and one other person, you can pretty much effectively chair throne carry him through the streets. But for 20 minutes, it's gonna be a little sore.
How we fucking stretcher him?
Yeah.
Let's make a stretcher. We can pretend he's sick and we're taking him to gas.
Or I could walk.
Can you walk faster?
I was getting into character, but
Can you walk
okay.
faster?
Oh my god, let's do something easy. Horse.
Alright.
We put him on the horse.
And then you run on ahead.
And I keep pace.
I
I don't want to
Okay.
go in the circle of us.
Simply enough, you end up
We're not
making
going
your
as
way.
slowly he wanted to walk.
You make your way up to the palace and you get in. The guards are aware that they saw you coming from the port and they let you in
See?
very quickly and shut the doors behind you as Amelia kind of comes walking down in. You've seen Amelia before. She's not one for dresses. She has effectively kind of like a half dress, more like pants at the same time, where she can move and be active if she needs to. And she still carries her sword by her side. As she comes walking down, she says, Good, you guys are back. And your informant is...
Meet Asboy, Your Majesty.
Asbjorn? Asbjorn.
Yeah, that one.
With that, Asbjorn hops off of you as a horse, if you're still a horse. you de-horse and you lumber on all fours before you stand.
Oh my god.
I'm not that heavy.
I'm not even gonna
He
get
stands up straight, which is weird because as an old man, he was hunched like that, just over, and just stands up straight and looks more like himself as the illusion fades. And he goes, you wanted me. And the princess is like, well, we needed you as an informant, but please, we would be happy to speak with you and learn as much as possible, but I think I would need you all to debrief me. Please, everyone, come this way. And she leads you forward through the palace, through a number of different hallways and chambers to where the original kind of meeting chamber is, where everybody was in this full council room, the semicircle. She leads you up and past her throne chair at this council head and into the room behind, which is a kind of study, a protected inner study. Yes.
Do I see Didani anywhere?
No.
Tea?
Tea? We can have tea provided?
No, tea.
Oh, tea?
Yeah, she has to do Donnie's
Ah.
there. Is tea anywhere? That's your name.
I thought you meant tea as well.
Spilling the tea.
Yes, X would like to have tea and crumpets while we talk.
That's why I was like, that's a weird choice, but okay.
Yes, X would like
You
little
don't
cucumber
see-
sandwiches.
You don't see tea.
Okay.
It is just Amelia in the room.
Cool.
And it's this protected study with a set of double doors on opposite sides of the room. You come in through one of them, and she has you all sit and, on your places. Asbjorn sits down in a chair. A fireplace is there crackling as you begin to talk. So, you've picked him up as the informant. Is everything going okay in our site?
Not entirely.
Wait, no. Site?
Where you picked him up?
Oh, yeah, no, that was fine. We left that place totally fine.
Oh,
The
yeah.
people who had the birds.
There were some sketchy people following us. But we left the place fine. I think they were following us, not the place.
You were noticed as you made your way out?
Possibly.
Possibly.
There were some harpies involved.
There also may be some...
Okay.
Apparently they know our name. And the people close to us. They've got people in Moonshade
That's...
right now talking to Celeste's mom.
Ooh,
And we'll
that's
be coming-
disquieting.
And they know Didani's name. So
They're gonna be coming
probably
for her
coming
next.
here.
Where is she?
I can have her found, if that would be helpful.
She's
Yeah.
not here?
I saw her earlier today, but we parted ways earlier this morning, and I've been attending to business.
Yeah, maybe
yes,
making
please.
sure she's like might be a good choice.
And she kind of gives a soft clap, and guard enters the room very quickly, and she says, "Go and find Dodani and bring her here." Is there anybody else that we should be finding at the same time?
Not anybody who's in this city.
Yeah. Oh.
A couple of people in other places.
Should we make sure Judith is with us?
We should probably not bring up Judith while we're in the presence of Asbjorn.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
In case he fucking gets captured for some
I
reason.
assume we left her with T, so like she's fine.
She was at the
Oh no,
castle.
we left her with Judy's mom.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
we were
That's
thinking
crazy.
about
Mhm.
Okay, all right. Let's just move on here.
What else happened while you were along the way?
We talked to a genie guy.
Oh, okay. I didn't know we were gonna talk about all that.
Oh, she's asking for the tea.
You
Yeah.
talk. This is Zill as well, who also is a
It
little
was
bit over
a
truthful.
genie. He was a what was he?
A god?
No, a storm giant.
Yeah.
Pretending to be a god who just wants to go kill like a sea dragon.
Where is this?
Ooh, I put it like onto a map like a bullet. Try good this island.
Takes her
around
sword
here.
and goes here.
You pull out a map and very quickly you're like, here!
Here.
There's one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I suppose we should steer clear of that aisle for a
Don't
while.
really
then.
want to go.
Yeah.
It's like not horrible,
Yeah.
but
not make
also
it
not
If he knows
not
you're,
advisable.
Yeah,
if he
but,
knows
Good-
you're there, he
good
will
to
keep
know.
you there. So don't go that way.
yeah, but if we kill it for him, we get to find Serenity's dad. So
Yeah.
really, we kind of have to go do it.
What?
We'll talk
We
about
got
that
her
later.
dad captive.
Yeah, it's kind of a long story.
and we're gonna go kill this.
Yeah.
shit.
We don't
I
really
guess
want to talk
I'm sorry to hear that, but I guess I was more interested in the informant and everything.
Oh, we're
along
getting
those
there.
lines.
That was before we found him.
Yeah.
You've been busy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before we found him. We like go through the whole elaborate plan of our winery and the wine and the stabbing and the prestidigitation.
And we did really well.
I don't think it's better from here.
Yeah.
To be honest, I would probably be excited to try something from Tipsy Tropics. But
That's we
No,
thought
you really
it
wouldn't.
sounds as though it's not worthwhile.
No.
No.
It was mediocre wine at best.
Sometimes it was blood.
Yeah. there-
Well, it was
As
blood
you are
because
kind of-
it was stabbed into.
Rubs his leg for his calf where there's the wounds
We're
that's
so
been
sorry
sealed.
about that, dude.
Hey, out
I
there there's a guy
guess-
who has licked your blood. Put that in your story.
And it's not him.
Yeah, I think he's done all kinds of weird shit.
Kinky much? Jesus.
And so
That's exactly why.
Amelia just kind of shakes her head a little bit like,
I can't let these guys go anywhere.
I heard these.
we will put Asbjorn under protective custody and he will remain a servant of the palace for as long as we can keep him. And Asbjorn just kind of perks up and is like, I have life business to attend to. I can tell you everything that I know, but I need to be able to leave. I need to be able to move on and finish my story. And Amelia just kind of stops and gives him a sidelong glance and goes, I appreciate that, but this is a matter of international politics and we need to be able to understand what is happening, especially leading up to this meeting. Remain with us until the meeting takes place. And we will allow you to leave freely without any other harassment. And you can go wherever you would like, but we need your expertise in dealing with the Dokae Kingdom until this time is over. He stops and thinks for a minute. He's like, I guess, I would prefer to be on my way. But if you do require expertise, I do have it. I am at your service for the time being. He nods. That is worthwhile. I can have a message otherwise relayed to anybody that would be important. You mentioned your mother potentially may be in some amount of danger. We can have her messaged or retrieved if you would prefer.
Just to make sure she's safe. She won't want to go anywhere. She's
No, but there are people in her house.
We
True.
can, as we are doing with Asbjorn, take her into protective custody as well.
She won't like this. But,
But she will
Okay.
be safe. Very well. For the time being, I will wait until Didani arrives to ensure that she is safe. But is there anything else that we need to know? Anything else that we should handle right now? Or just in general, what are your plans? Are you to stay and remain until the meeting date, or do you need to check on other people?
When is the
Wait.
meeting date?
Following?
In a couple of weeks by now?
We
A
might
little over a week?
Go
Almost two?
come back, maybe?
We have a sea monster to fight.
We have a sea monster to fight and relics to find and gemstones to find. We gotta go to
let's
the
start with
Underdark
let's start with the
at some
sea
point.
monster to get Sarah's dad.
Beholder to kill. We got a lot.
Have you ever fought an ancient dragon before?
Yes,
Yeah, actually,
And how did that go?
not well.
Well, we killed the baby. We killed that well, not a baby.
That
It
wasn't
was
ancient, though.
No, it was a young dragon, but we killed a giant blue lightning dragon.
This is
A
true.
young dragon is a very different thing than an ancient dragon.
Yeah, they're basically dragons.
Especially one on the sea, where you are at a disadvantage.
Yeah, I don't know if we're ready to go fight the dragon. Maybe we go find some of those powerful relics first. That's what I mean.
These relics I would trust for you to collect, but where are you headed to next so that we can find you should your services be needed?
We'd have to decide what one we want to go after. Or do we want to go
True.
for the bottom of the world now?
I think, were we gonna hit up the island that was next to Serenity Isle?
So we have
Yeah.
Like the
Underdark.
Barnacles
Yeah,
Island?
the fight for the dragon. So
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Isle of
Oh,
Wine.
okay.
The Barnacle Isles
we
here.
could go to the island.
No, it's a
Barnacles
right
are
next to Serenity.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Barnacle Isle is near Serenity Isle.
Go to the island.
And then the Isle of
Wine.
Wine is
That's
where
true.
my relics
The
at, which is all
bottom.
the way down there.
Wait.
Isle of Wine's down here.
Yep.
And we're assuming the bottom of the world means the Underdark.
Yeah, do you know how to
Yeah.
get there, Your Majesty?
To the
To
Underdark?
the Underdark?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are very few cavern entrances that do exist. There apparently is one relatively near the Moonshade. There is one relatively nearby, a waterfall that enters near the Touchstone Monument.
Which monument?
Where?
Where is that money?
Up there, a little bit north, and off to the side,
Left or right?
left. Round there
Right here?
Okay.
is a monument. This monument we had found the earliest cultures within the Romand Empire used it as a meeting place for a variety of different diplomatic efforts. It became the cultural touchstone that unified the different territories.
Huh.
So where do we want to go first, John?
So, right now our options are Sea Monster, to find Serenity's dad.
I don't think we're ready for.
Options.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Barnacle Isle,
Yeah.
Isle of Wine,
Mhm.
Underdark,
Edge of the world.
Edge of the world. We're thinking is in the Underdark.
I don't know, but I'll throw it as an option.
So the edge of the world is down by the Isle of Wight.
Yeah.
It is that
A lot
black
of things
section.
are near each
Edge
other.
of the world. We also at some point need to go north. The Misty.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
we're ready to go north.
That's
either,
fine.
Though.
I'm just giving options so we know how many different side quests we have to choose from.
Yep, you have your
Close to
pool at the very far north.
Yeah, we're not ready to go there.
Wait,
It's like way
Way
almost
up
at
So
the
it's
very
like
edge.
off the map.
No, it's that tiny little black net. No,
A little
lower,
bit
don't
down.
lower.
I'm
Lower,
gonna
lower. There, right there. There.
That is visible on the map is a pool where apparently her destiny waits.
Yeah.
So we do that last. Okay.
Yeah.
I said if we're
So where do we
going
wanna go
down to the
first?
Underdark, I would say Isle of Wine, Underdark, because they're
Okay.
right next to each other.
No, the
His
Underdark
family.
is closer to us right now.
Well, the edge of the world is by
Oh, I meant Edge of the World.
Yeah.
You have his family,
Yeah.
potentially.
My family is.
But
Where's
nothing
your
else
family
is over by
right
your
now?
family.
Well, I don't know where my
Weapon
family
down
is. I have no idea where they're at if they've been captured.
Yeah, but his
Okay.
family's way up north.
They're in the Lebet Empire,
Sure,
but
but not you.
they're still in the Lebet Empire. They could have been taken somewhere.
Well, if you give me a name and then describe them, I can try, but I'm out of fifth level.
Kitty. Very talkative cat.
Oh,
In a bit.
kitty! He wants that boy.
He wants to play D&D too. Guys.
You get dinner time.
He does want to play D&D, so please tell me that's the answer to all over.
So what do people want to do first? Do we want to go south towards the Isle of Wine first, or go to the Underdark first?
I could be a swing vote. I really don't care where we go.
The Underdark
Swing vote typically decides where you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
The Underdark, we're thinking maybe contains the tree at the bottom of the world, and we know it has the Beholder that has Judith's gemstone.
Is one of the legendary items in the Underdark as well?
who's legendary item?
The Heartwood for Serenity.
That's Serenity.
Oh, so the tree is in the Underdark.
The Underdark is also an extremely dangerous place.
And
Even
it's-
more dangerous now that you pissed off a dragon by not taking it.
Yeah, you dumbass, the mushroom dragon. Fucker.
To be fair, I have done sort of what he asked. Just haven't gone back to him yet.
What are you talking about? We gave those scales back to Vasilia.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did.
I have something from her.
You wanted a scale, though.
Yeah, so I have a part of her. Deal with it.
But I thought she knows about that, though.
Yeah, I straight up went up to her and asked for it. Stop biting.
I'm doing it too. I keep triggering her.
Stop it!
Sorry!
Oh!
Don't blame me.
So,
Don't cry.
you have a mission down into the Underdark to face potentially an ancient dragon, a beholder, maybe find the tree at the bottom of the world and the Heartspire.
Oh god.
You have another oceanic journey that could take you to the Barnacles to look for the Mirth guys, or you could continue on past it to the Isle of Wine in search of resonance. And then you could continue from there to the end of the world,
Count.
or the edge of the world. Yes. Yes.
You're just telling us about these difficulties. Is the dragon and the barnacles more difficult or less difficult than
They
the Underdark?
they are very difficult,
Oh, okay.
regardless.
Yeah.
I'm not saying one is more or less. They are different natures of difficulty. The Underdark
As
is
a level-
an extremely dangerous place regardless, but also so is the open ocean with a sea monster.
As a level
So-
10, how bad are we fucked?
I think we're pretty close.
For a lot of these,
Realistically.
it only depends on how fucked you are, but how many connections you can make.
Oh, we gotta make
If you can make
connections.
enough allies to join you in fighting any one monster,
Oh.
it makes the fight easier.
So we should go on quest to build up our, what is it called? Team? Group? What is it called again?
I think at this point, what we have to decide is what artifact we want to go after. Do we start with the artifact that's in the tree that will also give us the answers we're looking for, or do we start with a different artifact we think might be easier to get to?
Probably that one.
Fighting, I swear. Yeah.
But once I get this, I'm done.
And then you'll find another one and you'll say that
We're
again.
playing D&D. Stop focusing on me.
Oh my god.
So what artifact do we want to look forward first?
You're facing that way.
Keep in mind what your artifacts are and where they may be, and I can clarify the information you might have already gotten on them.
We can
But
for Zill's, which is on Isle of Wine.
Yeah, which shouldn't be that
We
hard because
can't
there's no
find that one.
monsters.
We're not
it's
ready to
just
find that
humans.
one. We can look for Vix's.
Sure,
which
my
is in
smile
the
when you said
barnacle.
Articles,
no, I'm
yeah.
trying to remember which one it
We
is.
can
if
look for
you're
the
like-
Heartword Serenity, which is in the Underdark.
somewhere on this.
Those are probably the best three to start with.
I think we should go to the Isle of Wine.
Isle of Wine,
Yours,
Oh, I
it
thought
depends. You had two
Barnacles.
options.
Yeah.
One of them is by
My
going by your
44.
mother, and the other one
And it seems
is
the most easiest with
is
zero
at a-
walk.
Spike.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, as
Yes.
far
Yeah.
as I'm aware. As
Because
far
the
as I'm
barnacles and the
aware.
underworld are both
was
really
shattered.
difficult.
Yeah.
So.
She only
and
has a
she
few.
has a piece. She has the central base crown, and then there are tines that go on it.
Yeah. Then the other one, the star.
Yep, and so she, as you can imagine, is trying to put the pieces together.
It's really not good.
Yeah. Alright,
And she
do we
was
want
last
to
to
go
the Seraphis.
to Isle of Wine to fight Azura Cherry Blaze and get Know his artifact?
That's my vote.
Okay.
We
You guys have it?
Okay.
All right, Isle of Wine. Freaking go.
I assume tomorrow. It's
Yeah.
We should rest
I
and
would like
stock
to
up
go
on some
home.
shopping.
Supplies.
Get some supplies, some
Yeah.
armor. Some,
Maybe say hello to our child.
yeah.
Very well.
Maybe.
Do you need a ship provided to you, or will you be able to book passage on your own?
I mean, if you're off,
I mean, if you're gonna provide a ship.
we'll take a ship.
We could provide a ship for you and the one that you just recently took, but your crew, as you've already paid for them, may need to be rehired and continue on their journey.
Yeah,
We paid what, 200 gold for
I
him
don't
or something?
remember. It was
Something.
cheap. Yeah, it was really
Yeah, it's
cheap.
fine. We can
do
cover
it.
that. That's fine.
Yep, okay.
No worries.
All right. Well, have a good rest of the evening. Asbjorn, you will stay with me. And he goes, all right. I mean, I guess I can. Protective custody and all that. It'll be nice to be living in a palace. And she just kind of nods and goes, well, you're going to be staying just a little bit off of the main palace structure to avoid any notice. Sinks it and is like, oh man, you know. But you all leave as Didani comes rushing into the room.
Princess, we also make sure Judith and Katya are taken care of. I know you have been, but with the new Katya?
Oh, yeah. Fuck.
Khadija.
Khadija. Mom, can you take care of Mom?
Khadija.
I
With-
suppose that can be done. Do you require for them to have guards at your home, or would you prefer that they be taken into custody as well?
The guards
Guards
at
at
the
the
home.
home.
Just
Guards at
with
the
the new threat.
I see. Well, I suppose that can be very easily handled.
Thank you.
So Didani comes rushing into the room. Otherwise,
Thank God.
you needed me.
Oh, I thought we were leaving. I thought.
Yeah, on
Sorry.
the way out, he
Out.
rushes into the room and goes, "You needed me," and she sees you all.
We're all just happy she's there, and I'm like,
Well, good. You're not dead.
Yeah.
Well, yes, I am not dead.
or being interrogated.
Princess will update you that you're gonna be hunted down soon. So.
Oh, good for me.
Yep.
Okay, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Not. We need to catch up. Good night, I guess, if you're leaving.
Yep.
I'll scoot out.
Okay. Maybe I'll
I thought
see
about
you
it.
later sometime.
Classy finger guns as we walk out the door.
Does it back, not really knowing what's going on.
Get her from my pocket.
Here.
Oh, okay.
Pretend that this is a
There's a
stage.
lot.
as everyone is walking, I just quick hug her before I go, and
She hugs you back. It's good to see you.
it's good to see you too. I've missed you.
I know, right?
Yay! Sorry. Please continue. Please continue. I'm so proud of you. Have a love interest.
Be safe.
I mean, I'll try. I mean, you're going to be doing far more dangerous things.
Still, I'll miss you.
Well, when you get back, we can catch back up.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I should go.
All right. Well, I mean, I guess I'll see you later then. Maybe we'll catch it at like dinner or something later.
I very quietly make kissy noises.
We all do that.
I know. Oh my God.
You're all standing just outside the door going,
Yeah, get it.
I'm just looking at Asbjorn and I'm just like, I feel really like that again.
Are we
shakes his head slowly.
Are we okay?
Amelia is
Good
watching,
question.
just enraptured.
Princess, this could have been us.
I nod and I like awkwardly go back to the group and
You walk up, we're all just like,
Get it, girl. Tap in.
maybe slap you and then I fucking walk off.
oh,
She's mocking at her.
rattled before.
Celeste's cheeks, I guess your gray skin, turn a slightly darker shade of gray
Like
as she
a
blushes.
Swedish gray blue.
I feel like it would still be blush. It would still be pink, wouldn't it?
Oh, it could be
I mean-
whatever you wanted it to be.
Through the scales, it's going to be hard to tell anyway.
Celeste blush.
Do you?
Sure, yeah. I'm probably blushing. God.
She blush.
Yeah. So you make your way back out and make your way slowly back home. The sun has set. Lamplighters are currently making sure that the street lights are lit. And it is a relatively cool winter evening. Not that much in the way of snow versus just frost slowly creeping across the ground and up window panes as you begin to make your way home.
Oh, it's cold.
Yeah, winter is, for the most part of this kind of relatively warm-ish area, somewhat present. And so you can kind of feel it as you make your way back into your own home. And as you do, you see the familiar wrought iron gate with the big CT pass through it into what is finally a relatively nicely maintained yard.
Yay!
Oh my god! Maintenance!
Seems like stuff has been happening since you've been gone. That
Awesome.
people are living here. And you see a light in the kitchen and some smoke coming up from the chimney off to the side.
Like a concerning amount of smoke.
No, just...
Or it's like Dokae just her mom getting to the cigarettes.
Oh, if she did, it's a lot coming out of a chimney. It's a lot.
Fucking chain smoking out there.
So
Gotta do it with a toddler.
you push the doors open,
Fair.
make your way in, and the smell of cooked food, some kind of seasoned meats are making their way out of the kitchen area to you. And as the door opens, you hear, and then as Judith comes running and tackles the first person in the door around the waist. That's you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you push the door open, she just takes you around the waist. She's like, "Hi!
What's up, girl?
Hi! You're back!
We're home.
We're home.
Did you kick rats, kid?"
Yeah, we
So many rats.
Yeah.
so many rats.
And Kadisha kind of comes out from around the corner and goes, "You're home. Well, it's good to see you."
Well, not for long, but yeah.
I
For a little.
suppose, but for whatever time you have, please, we've made dinner. I can make a little more.
Smells delicious.
Of course.
Come and have a home cooked meal. And
Why don't you show Judith the little sparkly magic you did with the lantern turns? You can see a lantern turn.
Oh yeah, Zill is not having any of it right now.
Oh.
Sorry, he was doing it to you because he was trying to show off for Azza.
When I pointed at Judith, I go, Judith, Zill can make lantern turtles.
you can make turtles in the lanterns?
We both look up at you. I'm like on the floor with her.
Do you have the turtles
Please,
to make them lanterns?
No.
please, do the
Can I
magic.
see them? You do it. She is enraptured the entire time, just full like Ponyo big eye. And she just sits there on the ground, like seeing it. Yeah. You guys all have a relatively easy home cooked meal. And it's nice. It's calming, the interior of your house is warm, and you get to stay in your own beds for the night.
Yay.
The sun is shining, the tank is clean.
Pretty much. The following morning, Judith immediately wakes you up by jumping on the bed, excited that you are back.
She like
She pretty much
imagine it's
jumps.
like a fuckhead situation.
She,
Like,
she kind of swings down and onto you, jumping onto you, and is like, "Mama!"
I'm sure it's here to me in the next room. It's like,
Yeah, you guys are all pretty much woken up very quickly by Judith as she wakes you all up.
Good morning. Good morning.
It's morning. You're back. It is morning.
Hey, kiddo.
Hi. We should go outside.
Outside right now?
Yes. She grabs your hand and is trying to pull you out the door outside.
Okay.
She very quickly, it's like early morning at this point. She drags you outside and immediately pulls you over to a small bush in the back.
But the bush.
Look! You can see there's frost over the leaves. And she goes, "It's got frost, and if you take it, you can clean it and make a face on the bush."
Oh,
And
whoa!
over the next, 5 minutes, she like cleans off specific leaves. It makes this big smiley face in like the form of the bush. So that if you stand back, it's up like a bush with a face.
Oh.
And she's like, I did it! Look at that! I found out we could do it yesterday.
I mean,
That is really cool.
Yeah.
It's cold out here. Let's go inside.
Okay. And she runs back inside.
Hey,
The rest of the day is yours. Oh.
hey, Judith.
Yeah?
Go jump on people.
That's a good idea!
I
And
never run
she immediately goes up and then up the stairs really quickly. And one by one, you are all awoken by Judith jumping like straight onto your chest.
Oh, God.
As she like
Thanks.
jumps
Lola.
onto you and gives you a hug and
She
says good
jumped
morning.
off of a bed on top of me. You can get jumped on. You're fine.
Good morning, Judith.
I'm on it. Okay, I'll go jump on people. Bye.
Awesome.
And she goes and runs out of the room.
Follows.
No.
Text follows. Who do we wake up next?
Well, it would be if she's just going around upstairs. It would be Celeste, X, Serenity,
Oh, I'm not gonna jump on Zero.
Vic, and then downstairs is Sudi and Zill.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
alright the house, guys. It's fine.
Yeah, no,
I
you're
don't have a
right.
problem at all.
Over the course of the
Yeah,
next
really.
like 10 minutes, you are all awoken by Judith as she does this and wakes you all up. Khadija is already up and she's making breakfast. She is noticeably preparing more toast than usual. But she has toast provided and eggs and a few other good staple foods. The day is yours. What do you want to do?
What do we want to do today?
I'm trying to think I was messaging you about.
What did you message me about?
Say we go shopping for some
I know what I'm
potions,
I'm thinking about putting something
weapons,
in a
some
jar.
armor, whatever people want to do.
That thing. I mean, yeah,
we
you
have
can
to
do that.
visit that genie.
I'm gonna be okay, guys.
I mean, we can. She owns the store. We can go chat with her if we want. I know what I want to do today. Sudi, with your medical knowledge, will you draw my blood, please?
I am a little scared of where this is leading, but yeah.
Remember we all know that lady, like 3 pints of my blood.
6 cups sold
Let's
together.
get one of those pints today.
Oh my God.
Alright.
If I don't say it, he's gonna be like, "You never actually drew the blood."
Yeah.
So I'm giving my blood today.
Yeah.
We have a banner that was like kind of for a sterile environment,
Yep.
sort of kind of.
Nope.
There's nothing specifically sterile because it's a home.
Are we bloodletting her? What?
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
we
not
are.
typically a
Or not.
in it, so...
I felt like an IV kit last session. It's fine. Stick the needle in.
Just
Yeah.
go to the poison room where the
You
kid
would
can't see.
you would pick enough of a safe enough spot for the most part. Something that you can do that Judith doesn't immediately come and start messing, and you.
We're gonna go to like the bathroom, but not the pooping part, the like bathing part.
Push in the bathtub and do it.
you
We're gonna sit in the bathtub. and do this.
you go in and you lock the door, and Judith is immediately like, "What are you doing? What are you doing in there?"
Secret.
And you just are sitting there in this large kind of clawfoot
Like-
tub,
Ugh.
just kind of like, "Do it to me, Sudi! Do it to me!" And
We're gonna read that first.
Yeah.
after a little bit of time, you have a pint of your blood.
We're eating so many potatoes.
Oh.
It's nasty vegetables.
You have 1 pint of blood extra.
Yeah.
You feel a little bit woozy, but with a little bit of
Oh,
food,
pint
you
of
recover
blood.
quickly.
Somebody give me some
Oh, I was
wine.
gonna say she had to make a check. I would have inspired her with a great song.
Not gonna make her make a check for it because Sudi is good medical knowledge.
Thank you. Thank you.
She's
This is routine.
she's like, "You need your blood drawn." I guess this is weird, but like, sure, does it? Yeah, pretty much. So, what's your plan?
What do people need to get before we step off on our next adventure? Does anybody need to replenish armor, weapons, supplies, potions, ingredients?
Do we have any, like, jars?
We can get some, I have a couple glass vials I have,
That would work.
but like,
Would Trek probably with something?
I mean, we can go buy, we're like, yes, I save them first when we collect things from monsters, but like, yes, we can go get
I
jars.
just need to try one to see if it works before buying more.
Sure, I hand Vix a vial.
Alright, I need 2 more hands. Does anyone want to help me out?
Nice. You have a question?
Oh, for the DM, but I could wait until that, you know.
Yeah, so with your
Guys are
scene,
done
do you need
talking.
another set of hands?
I need another set of hands.
Okay, well, you got my claws.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you the vial here. I'm gonna do my thing here. I went breathe for like the next 30 seconds or so.
You hold your breath as she does something with a vial.
I'm gonna make you smell as gross as possible.
Okay.
I'm gonna drop in the jar and then you're gonna close it. Let me smell it.
No, it's sealed up.
Oh
There's
my
like
God.
whatever vapor is remaining in the air around you, but it dissipates over time.
See, it works!
You have a fart in a jar.
Hey, you.
Why?
Fart in a jar. Oh god, it's mine? Excellent. Can I put one fart in a jar in my inventory? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Why
putting,
are we far?
I'm putting it in my, I'm gonna label it stink bomb.
There is at the inside of this jar is a small like ball bearing type sized ball, and it just reeks like ass. It's,
But I can't smell it because it's in a jar.
yeah, but you remember because it burned your nostrils before when you were trying not to breathe, and you were like, "I'm really glad I'm not breathing this," but like.
Stink
You know
bomb.
it's not gonna be a good time to like, what is this? Ugh, you know.
Putting into my inventory stink bomb with the description of fart in a jar.
That is perfect.
Thank you.
I think
Thank
the
you.
radius
Does it do any damage at all if it explodes?
constitution through.
No? Like, does it now if we throw it at somebody and it
I-
breaks, does it like,
Probably gives them
It's up to you.
nausea.
You throw a fart in a jar at someone,
like if we're fighting someone and I fucking launch it, like,
then we will see what happens.
alright.
Okay.
Well, what's the word I want to use?
Would you like to projectile fart on someone? Because that gives you the perfect opportunity.
The furniture, the fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like, effects unknown, that's what I'm looking
There you
Oh,
go.
and I can give you the effects.
for. Effects unknown. Oh yeah, do you have a list of what it'll do?
There's a range on it.
Otherwise, what was your question?
I think
Celeste?
it's a 5 foot.
I have a spell that requires
One second, I need to go further.
a
Again.
small parchment with a bit of holy text written on it.
Okay.
Where do I get that?
You could go to any of the temples and attempt to get a hold of like some holy scripture.
That's what
How do
radius.
I attempt to get a hold
You
of
would
it?
be
From the
able to
object.
go and
Can I talk
It'll
to
only
it?
go if I
Oh,
try to make a
purchase.
4th hand.
Okay,
yeah, it
okay.
would be simple enough.
Does it matter which temple I go to?
Not necessarily. It just depends on what your preference would be. There is one to the Tide Master, there is one to the Scarlet Maiden, and there is one to. What's the last one in this city? The last one in this city would be, I believe, not Stygia, but the Starlight Princess.
Which one's closest to where we live?
Probably the Starlight Princess.
Okay.
You could go and procure that.
Yeah.
You would end up getting what would be like a holy text, as like almost like a Bible,
Okay.
but that would cost you, especially because they want to distribute them, be maybe
Three?
gold.
Okay.
Yeah, just because it takes some time to produce a bigger book like that,
Mhm.
but they want to, send them out. So
Okay. So while everyone else is going to do their thing, I'll just quickly go off and
yeah, if you run out and
That-
stop in and get it really quick, and you're able to rejoin the group relatively quick,
nice.
especially being a
Nice.
super fast monk.
So a gold.
While we're here today, I assume we're not leaving today. We're
Good
magic.
idea.
Anybody they want to scry on? Wow, we got a free day. You don't want me to look on your family?
Well, I don't know.
That might
Will a
be a
good
good
enough
idea.
description give her enough to scry?
With
Yeah.
a good enough description and with enough of like a picture. If you could draw him a picture of even one of them, you can probably do it enough.
Right, I draw a picture of my mother.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm just like, this is her.
With your passive performance, it's enough that it looks alright. It's not like a stick figure bunny in a dress. It's better. And so it's enough with the description that you can fill her in.
17 work for...
Oh, yeah, no, I was going off your passive, so it works just fine.
How do you know what your passive is?
10 plus whatever the bonuses would be.
10 plus whatever the bonus is? Oh.
Yeah. I figured that's probably fine. As long as you got over a 10.
Do you have anything that belongs to any of them?
If I go back to the house,
We're in the house.
No, my house.
Oh, well, that's never mind. I meant like on your person.
Oh. I have the deck of cards my eldest sister gave me before I went on my trip.
Great, I'm just gonna hold on to those, just they will help.
They would help on scrying on his sister.
Yes. Which, I gotta pick a family member, so...
He drew you a picture of his mother.
Oh, never mind. Can
I draw a picture of my
Yes,
eldest
you
sister
can.
as well?
Great.
Great, I draw a picture of the... You know, I'll just draw a picture of the whole family.
Yeah, you draw a picture of everyone, and the head and everything for the face looks really good. And then the bottom is stick figure hands out like this.
Yeah.
Just as a, let me give you the face. Okay, everything else doesn't really matter. And then there you are.
You get +5, but I have a likeness and a possession, so it's an even roll.
Even roll, okay. 14.
Judgment!
And which one? This is his sister?
Yeah.
Your vision picks up over and flashes the similar way out across the landscape and across the ocean. And you come to what is a small covered cart. Inside, as your vision kind of looms closer, you see a number of figures. A few of them human, but a few of them otherwise, seeming to be a relatively chestnut-covered fur Harengon family that are in chains, being taken through this cart quietly as a soft rain comes down. Somewhere, but you don't really know where. You just watch them as they look somber and uncomfortable as they are being transported somewhere.
Well, okay.
I communicate this with Zill.
Zill is distraught.
Something is happening. You can't quite tell what from a scry spell, but they're being moved.
And she couldn't tell where this was?
Sorry, ma'am.
Which way was the sun?
I couldn't even tell, like,
It-
what direction I went in.
No, because
Yeah.
technically scry only lets you pop in there directly without any journey. It's just more fun if you journey.
Never mind. No clue
But
where they were.
It was cloudy, rainy.
Been anywhere, maybe.
Damn. Okay, great.
Well,
Really a little bit.
And that sucks because we literally have no idea where they are.
Been a few hours since we told the princess about your mom. Do you want me to look at your mom again?
Sure.
Look at her mom.
You scry on her mother. Natural one.
Great.
So she's perfect.
Super easy.
You see her huddled inside of a relatively small room, holding numerous candles around her, curled up, sitting on the floor against a wall, as sounds like people outside are talking to her or talking to themselves or something. You can't quite make it out, but she's just struggling a little bit, seems uncomfortable, seems safe, but she doesn't like it necessarily.
Figured as much.
There is... It's dark other than the candlelight, and you do see a number of, like, cloaks and other heavy traveling materials that are inside of the room with her, hanging around her, almost like she's hiding in a closet.
Seems better, not great. But the people are gone.
It's good at the very least.
Anything else?
Just glad she's safe.
Shopping it is.
Does anybody? Yeah. What does everybody need?
Well, I got my item that I needed. Just needed to send some more.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Vix needs some vials.
I would like to know if there's any place to get enchanted clothing. Not necessarily armor, but like enchanted clothing.
You could try for that same shop that you went to before.
Oh, the mud genie.
The Mud Genasi lady.
Yeah.
It depends on what she'll have in stock. But it's worth a shot.
Celeste, do you need anything you want to get, or you feel you need anything?
I'm good.
Okay. Sudi, is there anything you feel you need to restock on before we take the next adventure?
I'm a rich woman and need nothing.
All right. Serenity.
I believe I'm good.
Okay. Lumba.
I'm good.
Other than like getting like an updated like enchanted like like having my breastplate like upgraded wise, is there any way to get like another piece of armor like bracers or something that would help with my armor class?
Bracers of defense would do it, but then
Okay.
you can't wear any other armor.
Okay.
That's the
So-
catch.
okay.
So you could either do that or work up to like another type of armor,
Okay.
but then you have issues for like proficiency and at the same time like stealth, I guess would be a better way to put it.
Okay.
Or
Well,
like ease of use.
so like I can't like upgrade the enchantment on my current armor.
You could, but you'd have to leave your armor behind and stay for a while.
Well, the rarity of
I really don't want to take my armor off, so I'm gonna go down to like a 13 for these for my armor class.
Oh, boo. Oh, I have a 13 and I'm still doing this fine.
Yeah, but you guys fight from a distance half the time.
do you have any backup armor?
No.
Anyone else have any backup armor that could give?
Oh,
I have no armor whatsoever.
I don't
No.
think so. Hold on, I got a lot of shit.
Well, I might be able to share my infusion with you and not use that myself.
take my armor off.
No, this isn't worthy. This must be +2, but it's only gonna be +1.
It's probably doing it for some reason. I just don't know necessarily.
Okay.
I'll be fine. I'll figure it out.
All right. On relatively easy shorthand, looking at her current stock, she has some armor for stuff, but not necessarily clothing. On asking, she says that she could begin working on some, but it'll take some time to eventually come up with like a cloak or anything. But she does have plenty of scrolls and some other items that you could use if you want.
What scrolls do you got?
She kind of pulls out a list. Well, I've got some of the mold earth. I've got spell of shield, one of chaos bolt, color spray, produce flame, earth tremor, frostbite. I have one for inflicting wounds, but depends on what you'd be interested in.
What was the second scroll?
The second scroll was the spell scroll of shield.
How much is that?
That'd put you back at about 120 gold with our discount.
Oh, nobody will do that. What can I get that's magical that 89 gold can get me?
I could give you this spell scroll of produce flame. That would cost you about 20. I can give you a spell of frostbite.
No. That doesn't help.
Sorry, I don't have much for you today.
Got any commune?
Commune?
Yeah.
Not necessarily.
Darn. Alright.
Anything else you're looking for?
How long would it take to enchant a breast, like a light armor?
What is your enchantment level so far?
I guess I don't know.
Like your plus what?
Because it's the carapace armor. I believe
Yeah.
it's a +1 to your armor class.
Yes, it's a +1.
Okay. Looking at this, I could make it a little bit more reinforced, but it would take a little bit of time to remove the enchantment and then re-enchant it with a level 2 variety. It would take about a couple of weeks.
Are y'all gonna fucking protect
If you get some studded armor, I can give you my infusion and get +2
while
on
I wait for it?
Yeah. You just need a set of armor or something I can put.
Okay. How much will that cost?
That would cost you about 3 there. Take it down a little bit here. It costs you about 3,500 gold pieces.
And it would just be a +2, basically.
It would get you 1 more armor class point.
Does your infusion work on
It has to be non-magical.
non-magical?
So if you bought a new set of carapace armor, how much would that cost?
Only 1.
Yeah, mine's like that special one. It's made for the turtles.
Oh,
So
darn.
it's a custom-made piece.
Yeah.
I'll pass. I'll just have to. I might have to learn to fight with a time machine.
What? Anything else that you guys want to do for the day?
Sure, my boss and stuff.
Yeah. What are you thinking?
We'll buy an extra set of smith's tools, some tinker tools, and some vials.
For those all, how many vials do you think?
Maybe 10.
10? 10 plus Smith's tools, Tinker's tools, to put you back about 5, 10 gold pieces in total.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds dandy.
Mhm.
I'll take that.
All right. So you can add or alter your inventory. It should be simple enough for 'em.
Yeah.
All right.
Just remote.
You sell any drugs?
Do I what?
Sell any drugs?
I happen to not sell any of these illicit substances.
They come in handy when fighting monsters sometimes.
You use drugs on monsters?
Yes. Powders that give magical effect.
I have run across, at the very least, 2 interesting items, but they might be a little bit more expensive given their rarity.
What would those be?
I have something called powdered alacrity. She pulls it down, and it's a vial of kind of glittering yellow material. This is relatively powerful substance that can enhance your more mobile abilities. And then I also have an extremely rare object. It's called a spirit glass. She pulls it down, and it's a swirling, almost like a remembrel. It's just swirling with this smoke on the inside. This can be easily thrown and disperse the spirit contained within. Can be extremely volatile, but can be used as you fight your monsters.
Ooh. Do you have any like potions of like protection or something that would like boost?
I I unfortunately do not. But you can find and have commission potions of various resistances.
Do you have a shield?
I don't, but I don't like fighting with one because I like dual wielding.
Yeah.
I really don't like fighting with a shield.
I'm just trying to figure out a way how to give you my infusion.
And you don't get better armor.
It's
Armor
fine.
class is one of the hardest things to raise.
I know.
Yeah.
I've just accepted it. It's fine. I will still always have enough to roll armor class. It's fine. I'm done.
Alright.
So it's those two. So they're done.
Can I enchant your boots together?
Probably not for the full set's worth.
I don't think I wear boots. So I have giant dragon
That
claws.
would make it very difficult.
Hey, they do it in video
A
games.
ring, would a ring work for...
You would need to have something that would be armor or protection.
Oh,
Right.
okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So,
It's fine.
Oh yeah, we're wearing armor.
anything else that you want to do during the day here? Anyone you want to talk to? Anything you want to try to handle?
Don't you want to talk to T?
I don't always know how to find tea.
Ask. You can
I
try.
don't want to take up more time if everyone wants to start moving on with the quest. I'll just keep reading chapters in the book to find out her name.
I didn't wonder that one thing.
Nothing. Walker? Yes, I
No!
do. What?
You made me about earlier.
Yeah, but that we're not doing total.
Okay.
Alright. Do you try to meet up with the Donnie for dinner?
I figured she was like gonna say dinner another time.
Well, she said we should get together for dinner, and then she was waiting. She hasn't heard anything from you.
Oh.
So, it's up to you. You don't have to.
Can I send her a letter?
Yeah? You send a letter? What does it say?
Let's say, you know, I would love to go for dinner. I just have this really important mission I have to go on first.
So you
Sorry, I can't go today. I have a mission.
so you send her a rain check
Yeah, I sent her a rain check.
and begin to prepare for your mission.
Yeah.
Do you leave tonight or do you head out the next day?
I think we're heading out the next.
Alright.
Yeah, in the morning. So.
To hire another crew, you would need something closer to like 250 gold to be able to pay everybody.
Fucking easy, man.
And you can handle that the day before, but as you begin to prepare for your journey, you're headed to the Isle of Wine.
Yes.
Correct?
Okay.
Okay.
So, going through the night as you rest and prepare, make your way out to the ship, and begin your journey across the Sapphire Seas. Will take you about 3 to 4 days to try to get there. And you'll be passing through a similar travel as you did to get to the Serac Place.
Okay.
That is, unless you tell them to specifically go the fastest route possible, which is not following the trade route.
If
I
we
think
go
I'd rather be safe getting there.
yeah, I kind of want to be
Let's say
safe.
if we cut through, we'll find the Cedar.
Yeah, no, we don't want to find the heater
No, we
right
don't
now.
want to find the Cedar.
I think we want to be
Yeah,
safe.
no.
Alright.
Yeah.
If you want to fight
Right, less months.
As much as we'd like to kill two
want
birds
the
with one
XP.
stone.
That's
You
fine.
begin to make your way along the journey, and the first day goes relatively smoothly. One of the things that your ship is doing, especially given the last mission to the Dokae Kingdom, is trying to fly relatively incognito, as the princess has told them that they should be very careful to shield, or at the very least mask, your travel efforts as the Crimson Tide. So, you are traveling under the pretense as a Dokaean ship.
Interesting.
You are flying the Dokaean colors, and you are making your way over the Sapphire Seas along a relatively normal trade route.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
The
Alright.
first couple days are uneventful.
I collect blood for the next 2 days.
Oh my
Yep,
god.
You can do 2 more pints.
Huzzah! 'Cause, 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 'c
It is the night of the second day when everything is really.
I don't like how this is going.
Perception check.
Yeah, can I look out? Because it's night, right?
Yep.
Can I see anything out there?
As you make your way up to the top of the deck, unless you guys are taking the captain's quarters by force again, you make your way out onto the deck in the haze of the evening and kind of getting out to go get some water or something. You notice that there are very few people aboard with you. Less people than there should be.
Oh no.
And you
The
look
fuck?
just to the side as you see a sailing ship that has hooked onto your own, much smaller
What
than
the
your own.
Fuck!
And there are numerous people on it that take notice of you and begin to draw weapons.
I'm yelling to everybody to get
So
up
the
here.
ship is below us?
The ship is hooked onto you guys.
Yeah, but you said a small.
It's smaller in length.
They're like this.
Yep. They're parallel to you and they've hooked on with large metal hooks so that they are traveling in pace with you.
Pirates.
Can I start to... Oh, sorry.
You see a number of people aboard your ship in the dead silence that are running back and screaming as a large half-tiger man walks his way across a gangplank towards your ship, and he begins to face down and glares forward.
Oh,
And that's where we're going to end up.
Oh!